Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Leopard Arena here at Lindsay High School, Lindsay, Oklahoma. We get set for day 2 of the 2023 version of the Charles K. Hately Classic here in Lindsay. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you joined us here on KBLPlive for this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard and Leopardette basketball. The Leopardettes set to take the floor against the Comanche Lady Indians in the semifinal matchup of the winner's bracket of this tournament. Alongside me is Glenn Shoemake, and Glenn, this Leopardette team pulled off a pretty substantial win last night over a Dixon Lady Comet team that was ranked number 15 in the state, and the second time we've played them back-to-back for them, but pulled off a 3-point win, and they're going to need to pull that off here again tonight.
Yeah, had a lot of good things happen last night, and they were made just enough threes, and Dixon was 1 for 20 from three-point range, and so they were not hitting, but we were getting out there covering them a lot too. But we got off to a great start, and they just never could recover. They did take a brief lead, but it didn't take long for us to come back and retake that lead.
Well, they'll, again, probably game ball almost needs to go to Cannon Russell, who had the unenviable task of trying to keep Maria Sutherland off of the scorer, and she did. They played that box and one to perfection, and she absolutely shut her down, held her to just 4 points in that ball game. But, again, the Leopardettes picked up 10 points from Cameron Perry, who had 3 threes in the game, but Maddie McGowan came in with 11. And Coach Cater started his 3 big girls in that game, run that box and one. And, again, I think it was just a great scheme, a great plan, and they executed it to perfection.
Yeah, and Sutherland, who scored 20 points against us in our 7-point loss to them last time we played them, was really frustrated all night, and held her to 4 points was a huge stat. And you're right, Cannon Russell was a big part of that, running that box and one.
All at UCO in Gracie Miller, as she is the senior and leads this team. She averaged, I go back and look, so when they played Pauls Valley yesterday, she only had 12 in that game. Only had 12, but had 21 against Washington when they played them back in that Latta tournament, had 31 against Silo, 18 against Kiowa, 20 against Newcastle, 18 against Chickasha. She's averaging 20-plus a game. And she is their offense. She is their ball team. And so I think you're almost going to, like you said, we may need some more box and one tonight to see if Cannon Russell can shut down Gracie Miller.
Yeah, and they're familiar with Comanche. They scrimmaged them early in the year besides playing them, it seems like, every year. And so they're real familiar with Comanche and Gracie Miller.
Well, let's see if we can pull off another upset here as Comanche comes in 4-3 on the season. They're ranked number 13 in the state in Class 3A. The Leopardettes are going to come in 5-7. And, again, they knocked off number 15 last night. They'll look to knock off number 13 here tonight. The boys will be the nightcap for this one, as the Lindsay Leopards pulled off a big win last night as well. They defeated Comanche by 20, 41-21 the final score in that one. Ryan Kennedy with 14, Mitchell Henson with 12, the 2 players in double figures for the Leopards. That game was a low-scoring game, really, from our standards. It was 6-4 Comanche at the end of one. The Leopards had a 8-point lead at 14-6 at halftime, but they really stretched it out there in that third quarter, and then, of course, in the fourth quarter as well. But the Leopards really a good rounded game, even though they still only shot 38% from the field.
Yeah, and that's way below their standard, but playing a quality team and to win by 20, that was an outstanding performance on both ends of the floor. I just was so impressed with their defense, particularly the first half. You give up 6 points in the first quarter and throw a shutout in the second quarter is just rarely seen, especially when you're playing a quality opponent like that. It's never seen. If you're playing somebody that's not very good, maybe, but that's a situation where Comanche was definitely a quality opponent for the Lindsay Leopards.
Well, they're going to meet a really quality one tonight. They're going to take on the Crooked Oak tonight. They are 11-1 on the season. They are ranked number 5 in the state in Class 3A, and Crooked Oak is the real deal. You've seen them play, and I know you're excited about this matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. This is going to be a good one. And again, this is good. You find out what you're made of. You're taking on one of the top-ranked teams in Class 3A. The Leopards are right there as well at number 11, but this is going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, absolutely, and they are a really similar team to us in the way their team is built in their size. They've got small, quick guys that can shoot and really play defense, and then they've got the big guy inside, that is going to be fun to watch. He's got probably about 40 or 50 pounds on Ryan Kennedy, but Tavion Hill is he's a big boy, and he's about 6'4", and so it's gonna be a tough game on both ends. Us trying to stop them, and then us trying to score. So I kind of look for a lower scoring game, probably, and we'll see who has the ball last, I think is what it's
come down to.
Yeah, it's that close of a matchup, I think. And what are they ranked? I think they're ranked number 5 in the state. So, they're projected to be in the state tournament. So we get them here on our home floor. Let's kind of see what we can do, although they played really well and shot the ball well yesterday on our home floor too. So we'll see.
Well, that's coming up after this girls matchup that we're getting set for here. So before we do that, we need to send it back up to JD, have some words from our fine sponsors before we go into any further in our First National Bank pregame show. Our presenting sponsor is the First National Bank, but tonight's games are also brought to you in part by Abiding Home Healthcare, American Exchange Bank, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clemens Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, the First Baptist Church of Lindsay, Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Hot Mess Coffee Company, and Java House Realty, Legends Pub House, Jerry Tucker Roustabout, Legacy Roofing and Construction, the Lindsay Church of Christ, Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Meat Locker Barbecue, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, Rusty's Dispensary, S&H Tank Service, Sharon's Beauty Shop, Shopper News Note, Sooner Valve Repair, South Central Medical Center, Streamline Oil and Gas, the United Methodist Church, and Winans Funeral Home. Some words from those folks. We'll be back with your starting lineups and the tip-off between the Lindsay Leopardettes and the Comanche Lady Indians right after this timeout on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship. Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
We're back here at Leopard Arena. We get set for the second semifinal match of the day for this girls' side. Bethany and Plainview girls played earlier, and Bethany won that game very handily. So the Leopardettes and Comanche play in the other semifinal game. Let's get you the starting lineups for the Comanche Lady Indians. Number 12 is Kylie Roden. She is a junior. Number 13 is the star, Gracie Miller. She is a senior. Again, she's already committed to play at UCO next year in college. Number 15 is Kinley Morris. She is a senior. Number 22 is Camry Rendon. Rendon is a junior. And number 23 is Breeley Garlinger. And Garlinger, the senior. The head coach for the Comanche Lady Indians is Megan Robbins. She is assisted by Sandy Mitchell. Again, Comanche 4-3 on the season, but they come in ranked number 13 in the state in Class 3A. For the Lindsay Leopardettes, our hometown girls, they will start at guard. Number 1, Cameron Perry. She is a senior. Number 4 is Brayley Malacote. Malacote also a senior. At forward will be number 5, Maddie McGowan, the sophomore. Number 20 at forward is Emily Stone. Emily also a senior. And rounding out the starting 5 at guard will be number 22, Cannon Russell, the sophomore. The head coach for the Leopardettes is Brian Cater. He's assisted by Eleni Allison and Johnny Dodd. The Leopardettes 5-7 on the season. They come in after that win last night against Dixon. 36-33 the final in that one. And this Pauls Valley last night, or yesterday I should say, 38-34 to move into this game. So we're about ready to get underway. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here, courtside with you. Andrew ESPN Lyon up on the camera. JD Scruggs on the laptop running the live stream, and Brianna Miller back at our studios handling the FM 105.1 stuff.
Yeah, we need to get JD a nickname. I feel like we're neglecting JD.
JD?
No, please don't.
Yeah. We'll come up with something. The JD. What's JD?
Yeah. JD's a good enough nickname.
We'll come up with something, JD. I know you've been feeling left out on that.
And tipped into the backcourt, controlled by the Lady Indians as Roden has it. Picked up by Cameron Perry. She'll flip it over to Rendon. Malacote on her. They go left corner. And that is Roden again. Ball's tipped loose, but out to Garlinger. Roden will reset the offense. And again, Cannon Russell in the face of Gracie Miller. And good defense. The Leopardettes knock it loose, and Rendon comes up with it. Roden comes up with it on the floor.
They're going to call a foul.
Oh, they are going to call a foul.
Yeah, I think on Emily reaching in from behind.
So Emily Stone gets the first foul of the ball game. Miller Garlinger, and then traveled, trying to get away from a double team in the lane.
Yep, and the best part about that possession was Gracie Miller didn't touch it.
There you go. Well, she threw it in from out of bounds.
Well, she did, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
A little token backcourt pressure here from the Lady Indians. Russell gets it across to Malacote. She'll give it to Perry to set up the offense. Perry with it left wing. Back up to Russell between the circles. McGowan steps out. They'll double team her, sends it back up to Russell. She'll come right side to Malacote.
Yeah, kind of a 2-1-2 look, 2-3 look.
McGowan for 3 from the right wing. It's an air ball. Turnover Leopardettes.
Yeah, she was open.
She was open. I think she rushed it.
Yeah.
Was afraid she had a girl coming at her, so. Roden will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Indians. Goes to the high post to Morris. Morris takes it down the left side of the lane against McGowan, puts it up and in.
Yeah, almost looked like she's left-handed there with that drive. She was so strong with that left-hand drive. She may be left-handed.
Perry hands off to Malacote. She'll work to the top of the key, give it back to Russell. Back over to Perry left side. Catch fire 3 from Cameron on the way. No, rebound pulled down by McGowan. She'll send it back out. Perry turns down to 3. Down the baseline. Stone got it to go. Emily ties the game at 2. The other way, the Leopardettes nearly came up with a turnover. Left elbow three or jumper won't go for Morris, and ball is still loose. Russell races over and ties up with Gracie Miller, and it will be Leopardette basketball.
Yeah, 15 is left-handed. So
have to keep her from turning left down that left side of the lane.
Yeah, she looked when she turned from that high post on that first possession where she scored. You could tell she looked really confident going there, left-handed.
Chloe Ince has checked into the game for the Leopardettes. Replaces Maddie McGowan. Up top for Russell. Our pass tipped. Got it back, though. Perry down the baseline left side. Floater is up but short. Rebound pulled down by Roden. She'll bring it the other way. Comes left side over to Rendon. Back over to Roden. And finally get the ball in the hands of Miller, but she'll give it right back up to Roden, and her three from the right side is off. And the long rebound out of bounds, and it'll be Leopardette basketball. 5:19 left to go here in the first quarter. We're tied at 2. And again, the backcourt pressure is really more of a token or looking to trap as you cross the half line. And Malakote's stuck in it right now. Got out of it, but lost the handle on the basketball. And the jump ball is going to give it right back over to Comanche.
That's why they do that. They're not putting a lot of pressure, but if you'll throw it right across half court, then they're jumping you right there in that corner, and it's tough to get out of.
Miller, that's a backcourt. She got across the timeline and then jumped back across. So that's the third turnover now on the Lady Indians, and Leopardettes get it back with 5:05 left here in the first. Russell will bring it up. Malakote right wing. Looks inside at Stone. Comes to Perry between the circles instead. Malakote goes to Stone at the high post. Just threw one up there, but off the backboard, no good. Rendon with the miss. She'll push it up, hand it off to Roden. Works to the right wing. Miller down the baseline. Roden follows her down there, then tries to come back up inside, and the jumper from the free throw line for Camry Rendon is good.
Yeah, Chloe Ince came off of Rendon and did a great job of stopping the drive, but left Rendon open at the free throw line for the jumper.
Great job from Cannon Russell splitting the defense there, and they give Miller to pick up her first personal. First team foul on the Lady Indians. And McGowan right back in the game, and Ince will sit. Camry Rendon will check out for the Lady Indians. Number 33 is Carson Bowles, the sophomore. Perry, catch fire three, left wing again is short. Miller with the miss. And she'll push it the other way. This is where she is most dangerous. Takes it down, dumps it in the corner to Bowles. Her three won't drop. Long rebound, though, for Kinley Morris. Miller left wing, steps through a double team, lays it up and in.
Yeah, she's got that ability anytime she has it to beat 1, 2, 3 players to the basket and finish. Just an outstanding basketball player.
6-2 Lady Indians, 3:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Perry sends it back up to Russell. Russell back over to Perry. Comes back out to Russell, nearly lost it backcourt. Sends it back to Perry, double team, tried to go inside to Stone, it's stolen away. Leopardettes' third turnover.
Bounce pass post entry. I've said it a million times in my coaching career. Bounce pass post entry.
Garlinger has it left, goes down to Morris, who's cut down the left side of the lane. That shot doesn't go. McGowan, I thought, had that rebound, but lost it out of bounds. Again, my view blocked there, but it'll be a Lady Indian basketball as Ince and McGowan are switching in and out about every dead ball now. Morris gets the inbounds, comes left side to Bowles, back inside to a wide open Garlinger, who missed the shot. Ince comes up with a miss.
Yeah, we were fortunate there because she was wide open on that flex cut right there.
Perry between the circles, drives in, leaves it for Russell left wing. Miller picks her up out there, comes back to Malakote, right side to Perry. Into the right corner, Ince. They work it back up top to Russell. 2:40 left here in the first. Leopardettes finding it hard to penetrate that 2-3 zone. Come back to Perry on the right wing. Back out to Russell. Starts to drive in. Picks up her dribble. Now let's go to the Ince left wing.
Yeah, Russell's going to have to force the issue right up there. They're not covering her.
Russell drives down. Pass tipped by Gracie Miller. And Bowles had a tough time coming up with that, or they might have had Miller on a breakout there. Comes back up top to Bowles. Left side, Miller has it on the wing. Russell on her. They get the screen from Morris. Stone picks up on the double team. Comes back to the right corner. Bowles sends it back up top. Morris again down the left side. Roden down the lane. The right-hand floater won't drop, but she got her own miss. That putback also won't go, and Chloe Ince will come up with that one. And then a timeout call by Coach Cater for the Leopardettes. A minute 42 left to go here in the first quarter. 6-2 Comanche. Leopardette basketball after this 30-second timeout. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is
42 left to go here in the first. 6-2 Comanche on top by 4. Leopardette basketball, but now full court. Looks like full court man pressure here. And no, really,
I'm confused.
They got Morris back here, but
yeah.
So it is more of a zone trap, looks like. We get it to the middle to Ince, who gets it to Malacote, races across the timeline. Bowles picks her up over on that wing.
That was odd.
Yeah, very strange looking. Yeah. Perry works to the left wing, hands off to Russell. She reverses, goes back to the left hand. Floater in the lane, but can't get it to drop. Emily Stone fights down underneath against Garlinger for the rebound, but it's out of bounds off the Leopardettes. 5 turnovers now on Lindsay, and they still trail only by 4 with a minute 21 left to go here in the first.
Well, and that's, you talk about those turnovers. Leopardettes have taken 4 less shots than Comanche. So turnovers and offensive rebounds have really been the bugaboo so far. But they're still within 4 points of this game. So
go back inside. Miller to Bowles. Back over to Morris on the right wing. Back up to Bowles, top of the key. Back to the left wing for Roden. In the Miller to a Garlinger in the corner. Skip it back over. Right side. Jumper does not go for Bowles. The rebound and the putback from Morris doesn't go either. They'll send it back out left wing. Roden's 3 is off the mark. And that putback also won't go.
Wow.
Yeah. All kinds of offensive rebounds right there and nothing to show for it. 30 seconds left. Russell on the handle.
Yeah,
Perry catch fire 3. It's off the front this time. Malacote had the rebound and then gets tied up. Leopardettes do have the possession arrow. Ince checks out. McGowan back in. 21 seconds left on the clock. Leopardettes with the ball down by 4. Perry looks to inbounds. All the way up top to Russell. She'll work around against this 2-1-2 or 2-3. Perry right wing. Backs it back out to Malacote. Left side McGowan. Comes back to Perry, top of the key. Clock at 5. Russell to McGowan. Malacote catches. Fires the 3. It's good.
Off the glass.
Gets the Leopardettes within 1 at the buzzer. What a shot from Braylon Malacote. And it's a 6-5 ball game. Comanche on top by 1 at the end of 1. We'll send it back up to JD. Come back with more Leopardette basketball. Presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you caring needs of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home? Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
And you're live.
So Leopardettes, nope, I'm sorry, Lady Indians will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Number 24, Eris De Valenciano, the junior, has checked in for the Leopardettes. And number 11 is Gentry Whaley, the sophomore, has checked in for the Lady Indians as well. Rendon on the handle, top of the key, comes left wing, gives it off to Whaley. Gracie Miller trying to get open on that right wing, and Russell making it tough. Now Miller gets it between the circles.
This is damage.
Yep. It drives down, leaves it for Morris, missed it short. McGowan with the miss, and she shot that left-handed. So I'm going to go back to your deal. She is left-handed.
Yeah, 15 is left-handed, so they're post player.
McGowan, free throw line, traveled with it. So that is now 6 turnovers on the Leopardettes here in this first half. They still trail by one at 6-5 early here in the second quarter. Bowles will get the inbounds and bring it up. Valenciano meets her at midcourt. Sends it over to the right side to Rendon. Stone out on her. Whaley comes and sets the screen. Perry picks her up on the switch. Miller now gets the screen back to Morris in the lane, sends it out to the baseline. Jumper off the mark. Perry fights for her, and the official is going to say this is Leopardette basketball as Rendon the last to touch it.
We'll take it.
Yep. So again, here's this kind of half-court trap, and Miller tips the pass, but Russell comes up with it. Perry has it right wing. Skip it all the way to Valenciano left side, back to Russell between the circles. Looks at the high post at McGowan, goes to Valenciano left wing instead. Now to the high post, and McGowan's pass tipped by Gracie Miller. One-on-one against Russell, and she blew the layup. Rebound is pulled down in there by Rendon, however. And then we're going to have a jump ball called, and Leopardettes with a possession arrow.
Yeah, fortunate there. She left the layup short, and good defense hustling back, and transition defense outstanding on that possession.
One thing I've noticed is Gracie Miller, as great of an offensive player she is, she's tipped I don't know how many passes in this game already too.
Yeah, and she just knows where to go and where the ball's going to go, and she gets there and gets her hand on it.
Russell, top of the key, back to Perry left wing. She'll fire the three, this time too strong. She's been leaving them short. Got a little more on that one, but not enough, or too much rather. Morris with it. Now Miller. Again, gets around the screen, gets into the lane. Jumper won't drop. McGowan, another big defensive board.
Yeah, McGowan kind of contested that a lot too, so helped distract her on that shot.
Russell, left elbow, comes back up top to Valenciano, right side to McGowan. Back up top to Perry, left wing. Russell drives to the baseline, reverses back out to McGowan. She'll catch fire at three from there. That's another air ball. Leopardettes not shooting well, but again, just trailed by one, 6-5, 5:23 left. Roden returns along with Garlinger for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, and they'll rotate a lot of people in and out, but they do not rotate Gracie Miller.
Miller will be in here the full 32 minutes.
Yes, she will.
Down the baseline. Nice move, but missed the layup. That was Roden on the shot, and Maddie McGowan with her fourth rebound already in the ball game. Russell goes to Perry left wing. Up top, Valenciano. McGowan steps out that right side, comes back to Valenciano with the free throw line. Perry back over to Russell. Russell to the left elbow. Shot is a little too strong. Rebound, Garlinger.
Yeah,
Here
I think that. Go ahead.
Miller lost the handle on it, but ends up right in the hand of Whaley. Skip it back over to Miller left wing. She'll work back up to the top of the key. Russell stays with her.
A lot of these smaller girls, Cannon, Valenciano, they end up in that high post area, and they need to realize they can spin and beat that post player to the basket. They don't need to be scared and pass it back out. Now, Comanche's in a man now instead of their 2-3 zone.
Perry will come get it from Stone. Gives it to Malakote right side. Flips behind her to McGowan. Lob up over the top for Stone, and then she'll get fouled. And if they get that on Gracie from behind, that'll be Miller's second, but I think they're actually going to get that on Whaley.
Yeah, 11.
Yep, Gentry Whaley picks up her first, team's third, and that's going to get Kinley Morris off the bench and right back in the game for Coach Megan Robbins. Because this is 2 free throws coming up here for Emily Stone. And good. That's the first point for either team, and we've played, just over 4 minutes of this quarter. And the Leopardettes have tied it at 6 with 3:47 left. And they got the lead, 7-6 Leopardettes. To the high post to Morris. Again, wants to go to that left side. Good double team, but Bowles open for 3 left side. Rattles out. And McGowan with their 5th rebound. She's got 5 of the Leopardettes' 6 rebounds. Russell works left. Hands to McGowan. Up top, Stone. Malakote high on the right side. Back up to Perry between the circles. She'll go to the left wing. Gets a screen from Emily on the pick and roll. Emily is wide open. Layup won't drop, though. Tough there as her and Miller both crash to the floor, and no whistles there. But
yeah, you'd think there'd have to be a block or a charge there.
One of the two.
We do have 3 officials in this game, so.
Roden on the handle. Perry stays with her. Finally goes right side. Malakote with the steal, but she can't hang on the sideline over there and steps on that sideline. Good hustle, though, from Malakote to come up with that one. 2:45 left here in the first half. 7-6 Leopardettes by 1. Miller with a basketball. Double team. Flips it back out to Bowles. Comes up top to Rendon. Miller between the rings now. It goes right. Cut off by Russell. Step back 3 on the way, and it's good. Well, Gracie Miller got the separation from Russell and drains the 3 to took Comanche up by 2. Russell quickly across the timeline. Comes back to Perry. Back to top of the key. Stone. Turns around on Morris, spins back into the lane, double team, and one for Emily Stone. And they'll get the foul on Kinley Morris, her first. But that ties the game at 9 with 2:01. Left to go here in the first half. A chance for Emily to put the Leopardettes back up, and she does. 10-9 Leopardettes. Bowles on the handle. Sends it left side to Garlinger. Back over to Morris right side. Miller back up top of the key. Morris inside. Double team. Floater doesn't drop. Malakote comes up with a big rebound. Leopardettes with a 1-point lead on the basketball with 1.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Stone top of the key. Hands it off to Perry. 3 ball on the way. No. Emily Stone fights Morris for the rebound, but Kinley Morris comes up with it. Miller stops, fires 3 top of the key. That one's no good. McGowan the defensive board. The Leopardettes bring it the other way, up by 1. And Russell not in any hurry to get across the timeline. McGowan high post. Tough shot thrown up there, and rebound pulled down by Roden.
Yeah, they switched back to that 2-3 zone, and I don't think we were aware of it.
So Roden works right side, and Perry nearly knocks the pass loose. Bowles comes up with it, gets it to Garlinger, top of the key. Works to the left side, comes back up top to Roden. Morris steps out right side, back to Bowles between the circles, back over to Garlinger, gets the screen from Miller. Morris into the down by one at the end of one, but they are up by one at halftime. Very low scoring game, 10-9, but it is a Leopardette lead, and they will have the Comanche will have the possession arrow to start the third quarter. We're going to send it up to JD, some words from our sponsors, and we'll be back with our unofficial stats from the first half and more here on the First National Bank Halftime Show coming up right after this timeout on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
And you're live.
Back here at halftime at Leopard Arena, and the Leopardettes with a 1-point lead over the Comanche Lady Indians, 10-9 our halftime score. This was a 1-point game at the end of one, but Comanche had the 1-point lead, but the Leopardettes outscored them 5-4 in this quarter. Glenn, a very low-scoring game, and neither team getting much to go from an offensive standpoint.
No, they're letting them play a little bit. Not a whole lot of fouls called, only 5 fouls in that whole first half. So it's a semifinal game between two quality opponents. They're letting them go, and so it's been a defensive struggle on both ends of the floor. And I don't know if nerves are part of it or what, but they've missed some wide open shots also. So it's going to be an interesting second half. It's basically 0-0 here, with Lindsay with only a 1-point lead. But, the only shot points that Comanche could manage was a three-pointer, a step-back three-pointer from Gracie Miller there in the second quarter. So they've got a lot of players. You look at Kylie Roden is 0 for 6. Kinley Morris is 1 for 7. Gracie Miller's only 2 for 5. And Carson Bowles come off the bench shooting the ball. She's 0 for 4. So some ugly numbers there on the offensive side of both teams. And so we'll look to see if Lindsay can get their side looking better here in the second half.
Well, Gracie Miller does lead the way scoring for the Lady Indians. She does have 5 points and 2 apiece for Kinley Morris and Camry Rendon. That's the only scoring for the Lady Indians, and they did not attempt a free throw there in that first half. For the Leopardettes, 7 points from Emily Stone to lead the way. A 3-point basket from Braylon Malacote there at the buzzer of that first quarter to give the pull the Leopardettes back within one there in that first quarter. But that's all the scoring for the Leopardettes as well. And Emily Stone was 3 for 3 at the line, and that was the only free throws that the Leopardettes shot. You mentioned only 5 fouls called in the ball game in that first half, and the Leopardettes had 1 foul called on Emily Stone, and that was it.
Yep.
So certainly not any foul trouble at this point. But both teams are doing well turnover-wise. Leopardettes with 6 and Comanche with 5, but the Leopardettes are -6 on the glass. Out-rebounded 15-9 in that first half. You brought it up. Too many offensive rebounds, giving too many second-chance opportunities for the Lady Indians. Thankfully, no better than their shooting. It hasn't hurt too bad.
Right. They ended up 4 for 26 from the floor, 3 for 20 from 2-point range, 3 for 20. That's 15% from 2-point range, and so only 4 for 26. Lindsay only got 17 shots up, only made 3 of them for 18%. So it was ugly shooting stats there in the first half.
Well, let's see if the lid comes off here in the second half for either team. But the Leopardettes certainly have some work to do, try to get that going. Of course, they've got to maintain that defensive strategy as well as we get to this ready to go for this third quarter. We're going to send it back up to JD. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back with the start of the third quarter. Again, Lady Indians will have the ball to start when we do, so don't go away. We're back with more Leopardette basketball. Coming up after this has been the First National Bank Halftime Show right here on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, KBLP Live.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
So we're back to get the third quarter underway with, again, Lady Indians with the basketball. Their starting 5 back out on the floor. Roden works to the right wing, tells Garlinger to go away. We're going to send it up to Rendon instead, back to Garlinger. Back up top, Morris, who pops out between the top of the key. Down the baseline, jumper too strong. Morris nearly had a rebound, but tipped out of her hands by Stone. It'll stay with the Lady Indians.
Yeah, good job of Stone, because Morris had a wide open putback right there if Stone doesn't just knock it out of her hands.
Miller looking for somebody, saying somebody's going to have to move. And Garlinger finally gets it right elbow over to the right wing to Rendon. Up top, Miller. Again, Russell stays right on her. She's going to back all the way out. Get some space here to make some things happen. Says Roden go left. Double high post. Roden gets it back. She'll work to the left wing. Morris will step out. Comes to Rendon right side.
Yeah, they're trying to post Cannon Russell up with Gracie Miller right there. So we're going to have to look to help. Gracie's got a few inches on Cannon.
Miller takes it around. Russell takes it down the baseline, lays it up and in. We cannot allow her to get going in this game. She's put Comanche back up by 1.
Yeah, a strong hand, right-hand drive right there from Miller. Got by Cannon Russell, and there wasn't any help.
Comanche stays in this 2-1-2. Malacote to Russell, looks to penetrate, sends it back out to McGowan, who steps out, has the ball knocked out of her hands. She'll retreat to grab it. Malacote in the lane, tough shot. Perry comes away with the miss after a good block out of Miller underneath. Perry, wide open three, no. Stone with the rebound, has her shot blocked. McGowan, though, came up with the loose ball, and she'll get fouled on her putback attempt. That will go on number 12, Kylie Roden. That'll be her second. And McGowan cannot get the first of two to go on the free throw line. Second one won't drop either. Garlinger with the miss. So Comanche hangs on to that 1-point lead. 6:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Roden trying to get away from Perry. Comes back up top. Garlinger left side to Rendon. Miller comes back top of the key and gets it. And again, they'll come up with the two high posts. Look to screen for Miller to get around to this right side. Throws it back up top. Garlinger turned down to three. Roden drives the lane. Her floater won't go and is tipped out of bounds. The Leopardettes will get it back. In the game for the Leopardettes, number 44, Lily Dodson, the sophomore. McGowan gets a breather. So again, here's this full court trap as Leopardettes bring it up. Russell got to get across the timeline. Miller right there with her. By side right, Malacote back up top. Back over to Malacote, back to Russell. Comes over to Perry, left side, three ball on the way. There it is. Cameron finally found the range. Puts the Leopardettes up by 2, 13-11. 5:15 left here in the third.
Yep, shooter's got to keep shooting.
Garlinger picked up by Dodson, top of the key. Left side, Roden drives down. Rendon put up an air ball. I think she expected some contact. It didn't come. Leopardettes with the miss, and here comes Russell, right wing to Malacote. Oh, Russell went to cut. Gracie Miller's right there for the easy one. That turnover hurt. Ties the game at 13.
Yeah, and you don't want to get Gracie Miller going, that's for sure.
Dodson, left corner, back to Perry, left wing, back up top. As Russell will set it up over to Malacote. Perry comes to the top of the key to grab it. Comes back over to Malacote. Up to Russell. Drives in, back over to Malacote. Back to Russell, trying hard to get it over there and try to get underneath the Stone, and they keep backing in and double teaming her. She's not there. Perry's going to do a heat check, and Stone saves it in bounds and wanted to throw it off.
Oh,
I thought she threw it off of her own player.
I thought she threw it off Bradley as well, but we'll take it.
Whoops. Yep. So Leopardettes will get to that one. Good hustle from Stone. Perry lobs it to Russell. Right back out to Perry. Nope. Covered her up. So bring it back up top. Malacote. Left side, Russell. Picked up by Miller. Comes back up top. Perry will go back over to Malacote. At two-guard front, you got to attack one of them and make them commit to open that wing up.
Yeah, or get the ball to the corner and then have a high-low option.
Russell from three left wing does not drop. Kinley Morris with the rebound for the Lady Indians. Tie game, 3:20 left to go here in the third. And Miller drives left side baseline, up and in.
That's 3 in a row for her and all 6 points for Comanche this quarter.
Puts Comanche up by 2. Dodson at the other end. Comes back to Perry left wing. Back over to Malacote right side. Comes back up to Perry. They'll set the offense back up. Russell inside Dodson. Norris knocked it loose. Miller comes up with a loose ball. Turnover Leopardettes number 8. Roden drives all the way down left side, fakes the pass, puts up the left-hand runner, and that's going to get Coach Cater to call a timeout. That is an 8-3 run in this quarter. The Leopardettes need to get something under control. 2:41 left. We've got a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Come back to Leopard Arena after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
4-point Lady Indian lead at 17-13, and Glenn, it's a 4-point game. It's not like this is blown out, but you all of a sudden start to feel like Gracie Miller's starting to get her feet under her, and things are starting to happen. And they've had 4 straight layups in this quarter. I think that's what makes a difference is they've started to penetrate and get the easy ones down underneath.
Yeah, and 4 for 7 from the floor this quarter, and shooting percentage is coming up. It's easy to make layups.
Russell will bring it back out, set the offense back up. Perry left wing, looks underneath at Dodson, comes back up top. Valenciano, who's back in for the Leopardettes. Russell back underneath. Morris does a great job of stepping in front, knocking the ball loose.
You got to get a corner right there to make that post entry, or take the ball from the wing and dribble to the corner.
Roden on the handle off the 9th Leopardette turnover. Perry does a good job of staying in front of her. Now Roden gets down the baseline. Morris from the left side doesn't go, and a long rebound out of bounds. It will be Leopardette basketball. Chloe Ince back in for the Leopardettes. Dodson will check out.
I just noticed we have 3 refs.
Back in is Whaley and Bowles. Morris and Rendon will sit for the Lady Indians. So Leopardettes with the ball down by 4, 1:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Russell across the timeline, goes over to Perry. Ince in the left corner, back out to Perry on the wing, up top Valenciano. Back to Perry, back to Ince in the corner. Stone trying to battle underneath against Garlinger, cannot get open. Back to Perry, to the high post to Stone, turns around, comes back up top. Leopardettes have just really not found a way to get penetrated in this 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
But they're being patient. They're not throwing it away. Stone gets it, has her shot blocked, out of bounds. It'll be Leopardette basketball. 1:06 left to go.
Yeah, and they're finally getting a corner and a high post, low post. You're isolated one-on-one on that post if that's what you want.
Russell off the inbounds for 3. It's an air ball, but Perry fights inside. Can't get the foot back to go, though. Roden will come up with that one. She'll push it up on the right wing. Gets it to Miller in the corner right side.
Don't let her go right.
And they let her go right. Gets double teams, comes back to Garlinger, the right elbow. Jumper is good for Braylee Garlinger. Her first basket makes it a 19-13 ball game, 6-point lead. 35 seconds left here in the third.
Come on, go score.
Stone in the lane, sends it back out to Valenciano. Quickly to Russell. Catch fire 3 is grazes the front iron. And they're going to say it's off of Stone. Leopardettes with 10 turnovers now are going to give it back to Comanche with a 6-point lead and 26 seconds left to go here in the third. Miller will get it in the backcourt. Leopardettes clear out. Whaley between the rings. They're going to screen to get Miller open in the corner. Russell does a good job of avoiding all the screens. Bowles underneath, bad Bass is tipped. And the one person you don't want to get to come up with it is Gracie Miller. She does. They foul her on the way to the basket, however, and that goes on Chloe Ince, her first. Just the first team foul on the Leopardettes here in the half. But Gracie Miller to the free throw line. These are the first free throws shot by Comanche tonight. She'll drain that one. She's got 12 in the ball game now after she just had 5 at halftime. And she gets them both. Puts it to an 8-point Lady Indian lead at 21-13. 1 second left. Perry from half court. A lot of contact from Whaley right there with no whistle. But Comanche goes on an 8-0 run. Actually, they go on a 10-0 run to finish that quarter out and outscore the Leopardettes 12-3 to take a 8-point lead to the final stanza. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
21-13, Comanche with an 8-point lead. Leopardettes outscored 12-3 in that third quarter and now find themselves in a bit of a hole here. And in most games, 8 points is not a big deficit. In this game, that's huge the way it's gone.
Yeah, and especially the way we're shooting. We were only 1 for 9 from the field that quarter. They were 5 for 9. That's the difference. So. But we've been down this road before, you know, so.
Malakote in back in the ball game. Leopardettes with the basketball to start. Perry gets it right wing 3 from Cameron on the way. Will not drop. And rebound pulled down by Garlinger. Pushes it ahead right side to Rendon. Comes up top to Roden. Back over to Rendon, who lost it out of bounds. Leopardettes get a break and get the ball back. Still early here in the fourth. Leopardettes down by 8, but have the basketball. Perry sends it to Malakote left wing. Into the left corner for Ince. Down the baseline, took a bump from Garlinger, and Breely Garlinger picks up her first personal. Again, not many fouls called here. It hasn't been a real physical game, but they've been, like you said, been letting them play. It's just the second team foul. Perry to inbounds. Got to find somebody. Lobs it away all the way out to the half line to Valenciano. Perry gets it back left wing. Now Stone finally got around Morris, the basket and the foul. And Emily Stone picks up foul number 2 on Kinley Morris. She's got 9 in the ball game now. Cut that deficit to 6. See if she can make it 5 with a free throw here, and she does. She's perfect, 4 for 4 at the line, and it's a 21-16 ball game. Leopardettes down by 5. Comanche with the basketball. 7:05 left in the game. Rendon up top to Morris, over to Miller left side. Valenciano now on Miller. Roden drives down, leaves it for Garlinger, looking for an outlet. Got it to Miller. Miller to the free throw line, double team, pulls back out. Now,
get ready for it to go back right.
It's going to go right, and Stone needs to realize that and hedge that way, but she sent it across to Garlinger, who missed the shot, but she was fouled on the attempt. And that'll go on Cameron Perry. It's just her first, just the second team foul Leopardettes, but that puts Breely Garlinger at the free throw line to shoot 2. The Indians only have 2 free throws in the game. Miller shot those in the third, but that one doesn't drop for Garlinger. So a second attempt coming up for the senior, and that one is on the way. Won't drop either, but the long rebound comes right back out. Miller tips it right back to Garlinger. And Miller will get called for the offensive foul. Great job from Braylee Malakote.
Yeah.
Just stand in there, take that one as Miller fell into her.
Yeah, you got Miller up in the air right there, and Braylee just stood her ground, and Miller fell on her for the offensive foul.
Just Miller's second. Stone with a basketball. And Miller just caught her in the face.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow. You could hear. You might have been able to hear that one on the
mic. I was about to say I heard it. And Miller picks up her third.
Slap.
Yeah. And not intentional. She was just going for the basketball, and Emily just happened to turn at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't intentional, but ouch.
And Miller snuffed that one out just like a safety on the football team. Takes it down the baseline. Jumper won't go. She'll draw contact. She'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I think Harris Day. Nope, that was Braylee.
Braylee.
Caught her on the arm.
Braylee's first, team's third. But Miller back to the line where she was 2 for 2. She's got 13 now in the ball game. Make it 14 as she'll get that one to go and push the lead back to 6.
We saw her down there over at the Latta tournament and watched the game, and she shot probably 15 free throws, and I think she missed one.
23-16, back to a 7-point lead for the Lady Indians. Their biggest has been 8. Ince on the handle left side, reverses, comes back to Perry. Lobbing inside for Stone, over Morris, got it! 23-18, 5-point game, and Coach Megan Robbins from Comanche says we need to talk. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Come back to Leopard Arena after this. Leopardette basketball is being brought to you by the First National Bank in Lindsay right here on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
And you're live.
No consideration.
No, sir.
No.
5:48 left to go here in the ball game. 23-18. Lady Indians with a 5-point lead and the basketball. Sometimes it's glad that y'all cannot hear the off-air conversations.
We're trying to come up with a nickname for JD. I think I've had a couple of good ones. They've both been voted down.
Miller with the handle. Valenciano picks her up in the backcourt. There's 5:40 left in the ball game, and Leopardettes looking for a stop. Morris gives it right back to Miller. Drives down, leaves it for a wide open three that'll drop through for Kylie Roden. Yep. Makes it an 8-point ball game. Ince nearly lost it, and then she did. She threw it away. 11 turnovers now on the Leopardettes. Missed the shot, though. Ince comes up with it and then tripped over Emily Stone and fell down, and they'll call her for the travel. Ince is going to check out. McGowan checks back in. Miller to inbound under her own basket. Rendon, right elbow jumper, no. And Miller fights underneath, comes up with it, and then travels with it. So 5:06 left to go. Leopardettes have the ball back, but they trail again by 8. Full court pressure. Again, they're just really waiting to see if they can come up with a trap as they cross the timeline. Malakote races up. Backs up and comes to Perry between the circles to set it up. Back to Malakote, right wing. Threw it right to Gracie Miller. 1-on-2. Perry knocked the ball loose, but Miller comes back up with it. Back over left side. The three ball up and good for Camry Rendon. And it's suddenly to an 11-point deficit for the Leopardettes with 4:15 left to go. Valenciano left wing, inside to Stone, and she traveled with it. Cannon Russell checks back in to replace Valenciano, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 4:13 left, 29-18. Lady Indians on top. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back after this. Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
29-18, the Leopardettes down by 11. 4:13 left to go here in the ball game. Leopardettes hanging tough for a big part of this game. Went down by 8 in that third quarter where they were outscored 12-3. But this quarter, as a couple of threes have suddenly fallen for Comanche, and they've pushed that lead up to 11 now.
Yeah, Gracie Miller's got 10 points here in the second half. She has outscored our entire team the second half. So, we're going to have to find an answer for Gracie Miller and figure out some way to get some points on the board, because we're going to have to score at least 13 more points to win this game, and that's if we throw a shutout at them, or 12 points the rest of this game. That's if we throw a shutout at them the rest of the way.
Well, Miller's going to bring it up. Russell waits for it at the top of the key. Garlinger right wing, back to Morris between the circles, back over to Miller on the left wing. Russell right in her face. Miller drives into the lane. Stone tipped the pass, but right to Garlinger. She'll hand it off to Morris. Rendon up top to Garlinger, back over on the right side to Roden. Miller comes back up top between the rings. Skip it all the way back over the left side. Morris left elbow. Roden, the backdoor cut. And they're going to count the basket or not? And the official up top, the official underneath, both with a call here. We're going to see what they're going to call. Russell on the push. They're going to call it on the floor. So the basket will not count for Miller. Cannon picks up just her first personal, and again, that's just the fourth team foul on the Leopardettes.
Way to go, Brett. Way to go, Brett. Nice explanation.
Some confusion here about what the call was.
Well, he signaled on the floor, and the scores table here was thinking it meant that the basket counted, because she did make the basket, but now we got a jump ball on the inbounds.
Maddie McGowan doing a great job of tying them up off the inbounds pass, but possession arrow with the Lady Indians. Roden will get it top of the key. Stone late closing out, and Roden drains a three, her second of the quarter. And Leopardettes letting this one slip away, down by 14, 3:15 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, they were 1 for 6 before this quarter, and they're 3 for 3 from three-point range in this quarter.
Stone with the baby hook inside, won't drop. Gracie Miller pulls down the rebound. She'll push it the other way. 3 minutes left. Leopardettes down by 14. Roden, right wing, comes up top to Rendon. Morris, left wing, dribbles toward the top of the key, gets it to Miller between the circles. She'll work left. Comes back up top. Works all the way around, and they're going to start looking to spread the floor here. Miller drives the left side of the lane, sends it over. Cameron Perry with a great job of stepping right in front of Morris and forcing the turnover. Malakote, right wing, wanted the three. Roden closed out, kept her from getting that one off. Leopardettes got to go. Perry into the left corner, McGowan. Back to Perry. She'll penetrate into the lane. Right hand scoop shot up and in for Cameron Perry. 32-20. Leopardettes need a stop. 2 minutes to go in the game. And you know, Comanche's going to be working on just running clock now. Miller gets it on the left wing. Russell stays right there on her.
Yeah, you got a ball handler like Miller, too. It makes it hard.
Yeah. Stepped through a double team and walked with it. That's now 10 turnovers on the Lady Indians. So a minute 45, Leopardettes down by 12 with a basketball. Not out of the question, but you're going to have to score quick. Malakote underneath for Stone. Turns around on Morris, puts up the left-hander. They won't go, but Morris whistled for her third personal, and Emily Stone is headed back to the free throw line. She's been there 4 for 4 tonight.
Yeah, and Morris just leaned into her, and Emily was trying to do a fadeaway, and Morris just wasn't going to let her.
And I thought I had jinxed Emily.
Threw a pancake up there, and it flopped in.
32-21. Leopardettes down by 11. Can cut it to 10 here. Still a minute 34 to go in the ball game. And she does. She's 6 for 6 at the line. 32-22. Comanche by 10. Roden on the handle. Perry on the defense. Working across off the key. Perry knocks it loose. Who can come up with it? And they're going to get a timeout called from the bench for Comanche to save that possession. We'll take it with them. A minute 19 left, a 10-point Comanche lead, and they'll have the basketball when we come back after this timeout. Leopardette basketball is being brought to you by the First National Bank in Lindsay right here on KBLP Live.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
You're live. Back here for the final minute 19 of this one. Leopardettes down by 10, Comanche with the basketball, and you have to wonder if Lady Indians aren't going to be looking at spreading the floor here, trying to run some clock.
No, it doesn't look like it.
No, they're going to let Miller work on her stats. Misses the shot, the rebound, and put back from Garlinger won't go either. Valenciano comes up with the miss. Malakote to Russell, to Perry between the circles. Left side Valenciano, inside Stone, and I think we're going to get Morris with another reach in. That'll be 4 on Kinley Morris. Under a minute to go in the ball game, but that'll put Emily Stone back at the free throw line. That is the 7th team foul. So a 1-and-1 coming up here for Emily. And the first one from her on the way and good. Cuts the lead to 9. Emily's second one on the way. Oh, missed one, but Gracie Miller comes up with it. I thought Leopardettes might have had a chance there. And quickly away. Block shot from Emily Stone, but they go out of bounds.
Way to hustle back and get in there on that.
44 seconds left. Comanche with the ball under their own basket. Miller triggers to Morris, top of the key. Comes over to Garlinger, right side. Back up top, Miller. Russell stays with her. And she'll drive right down Main Street, puts up the shot that won't go, but Emily Stone picks up the foul, her second.
Yeah.
15, but this will put Miller at the free throw line. She's 4 for 4 there.
Yeah, Emily needs to just stand her ground right there and take a charge.
And Miller continues to be perfect from the line. Pushes the lead back to 10 at 33-23. And back to 11, 34-23 Comanche. 30 seconds left. Leopardettes are going to come up just short in this one. Malacote with the basketball, comes over to Perry left side. Back over to Russell. 3 on the way from Cannon, won't drop. Roden comes away with the rebound, and we're going to get a jump ball called. Leopardettes have the possession arrow, so Emily Stone still fighting. Comes up with the tie ball, gets the Leopardettes the ball back with 14 seconds left. Perry lobs to Russell on the right wing. Perry through the elevator screen, comes back left side to Malacote. She'll go to the top, comes back over to Valenciano left side. Back to Malacote, top of the key, down to 4, down to 3. And Malacote got a floater in the lane at the buzzer. But too little, too late. That'll be a 9-point loss for the Leopardettes. 34-25. The Lady Indians will go to 5-3 on the season, and the Leopardettes drop to 5-8. But a valiant effort for this Leopardette team against a very good Comanche Lady Indian team. Just come up short, so the Leopardettes will move to the third place game. That will be at 2:40 tomorrow afternoon. That game will be over in the old Haley Arena. So they will move over and play. They will be playing Plainview over there. And that game coming up at 2:40 tomorrow afternoon. That's the next time we will see the Leopardettes. So we're going to step aside. Glenn and I will figure up our officially unofficial final numbers from this one. And then we'll get set for the matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. So don't go away. We're back with more Leopard basketball from the Charles K. Haley Classic here in Lindsay after this time out on KBLP.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you are not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Back here to wrap up this girls matchup, 34-25. The Lady Indians move into the championship game tomorrow at 5:20 to take on the Bethany Lady Broncos. And the Leopardettes will take on the Plainview at 2:40 tomorrow afternoon over at Haley Arena. And the third place game, but wrapping up the final numbers from this one, Gracie Miller only had 5 at halftime, but she had 12 in the second half, including being 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Finishes with 17 in the ball game. 8 points from Kylie Roden, 5 from Camry Rendon, and then 2 apiece from Kinley Morris and Breeley Garlinger rounds out the scoring. Leopardettes were led by Emily Stone, 15 points in the ball game tonight from Emily, and she was almost perfect from the line as she shot 2, 4, 6, 8 free throws. She was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. The Leopardettes go 7 of 10 overall from the charity stripe. But 15 from Emily, 5 apiece from Cameron Perry and Braylee Malicote rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes. Leopardettes were -9 on the glass, and we talked about it at halftime. That hurt for the Leopardettes, giving up too many second chance opportunities there. And then for turnovers, the Leopardettes with 14, and the Lady Indians with 10 turnovers. Give it over to Glenn. We'll talk about some of the shooting numbers.
Well, it got a little better. Lindsay was 5 for 16 the second half. Finished 8 for 33 from the floor, but only 2 for 16 from three-point range, and 6 for 17 from two-point range. But I like the fact that we were going inside. We made a concerted effort to try and get the ball inside to Emily Stone, and it paid off. She ended up with 17 points, 15 points, whatever it was, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So, she did a great job in there. Shot a high percentage from the floor. So, good things right there from Emily Stone and the Leopardette offense. But shooting-wise, we finished 8 for 33 for 24%. From the field, and that's not going to win you a whole lot of ball games. The Comanche Lady Indians, on the other hand, shot 50% the second half. They were 8 for 16 from the field, including 3 for 3 from three-point range the second half, and that was all in the fourth quarter, where they kind of stretched it out there. Every time Lindsay would make a run, they would come back and hit a 3, and that was actually their only baskets other than free throws that they made there in the fourth quarter. So they were 12 for 42 for 29%. So 24% for the Leopardettes, 29% from the Lady Indians. Wasn't a well-shot game, but it was an exciting game to watch.
Yep, it was good. The Leopardettes hung close for a long time in that one against a very good Comanche team. So, again, Comanche moves to the championship game against the Bethany Lady Broncos. That game at 5:20 tomorrow afternoon. The Leopardettes will be over in the old Haley Arena.
No, they'll be here. Kevin just told me they'll be here.
Oh, okay. So, same time?
Yes, 2:40.
All right, 2:40, and it will be here at Leopard Arena. So, I like it. Okay. I much prefer that than having to try to run back and forth between two gyms.
Yes, we like that.
So that will be here at Leopard Arena at 2:40 tomorrow afternoon. Then the Leopardettes and the Plainview girls playing for third place. So we're going to step aside quickly. We'll take a quick timeout. Glenn and I will switch gears, get ready for a boys matchup between the Crooked Oak Roughnecks and the Lindsay Leopards.
That's this coming up. Be a good one.
It'll be a good one. Don't go away. We're back with more from Leopard Arena and the Charles K. Haley Classic for 2023 right after this on KBLP.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
We're back here at Leopard Arena as we get set for the boys matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. And Crooked Oak coming in and ranked number 5 in the state in Class 3A. They are 11-1 on the season. The Leopardettes, the Leopards, 11-1 as well. They're ranked number 11 in the state. Leopards coming off of a big win last night as they took on the Comanche boys and got 14 points from Ryan Kennedy and 12 from Mitchell Henson as they defeated Comanche by 41-21 in that game. But Glenn, again, this is a Crooked Oak team, very athletic, many weapons on the floor. This is going to be a fun game, and this is a good litmus test. How good are the Lindsay Leopards?
Absolutely, and like I said, we haven't faced a team of this caliber. Even Purcell would be close because they have a talented inside game, and they also have talented outside players. But at this point in the season, after the break, you're in a semifinal game. What a matchup this is for the Leopards to see what they can do with this challenge.
Talking with someone from Crooked Oak in the hospitality room earlier, said that when they played in that tournament over at Neosho, Missouri, they took on a top-ranked 4A team and a top-ranked 6A team. I say top-ranked and ranked in the top 5 from both those classes in Missouri, and beat them both in that tournament. So these guys are good.
Yeah.
So let's go to the starting lineups first for the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. Number 1 is Tymir Adkins Freeman. He is a 5'9" senior. Number 11 is Davion Hill, the 6'4" senior. Number 4 is Pablo Rodriguez. He is a 6'4" senior. Number 5 is Kedrick Vick. He is a 5'10" junior. Number 10 is Elijah Garcia. He is a 5'8" sophomore. The head coach for the Roughnecks is Chase McCaskill. He's assisted by Lance Palisano. And for your hometown Lindsay Leopards, who again come in 11-1 on the season, currently ranked number 11 in the state in Class 3A. They will start with at guard. Number 1 is Mitchell Henson. Henson is a 5'10" senior. Number 3 at forward, Ryan Kennedy, the 6'6" senior. Number 22, let's see, I got to figure out which number of jerseys we're wearing here. Number 21 is Bryson Watts. He is a 6-foot junior. I think Doyle's got the wrong numbered jerseys too. Number 23 is Caleb Ince. He'll be in at the forward spot as well, the 6-foot tall senior. And to round out the starting 5 is number 33, Jaden Watts. And Jaden, the 6-foot tall senior. So Jaden Watts, Bryson Watts, Caleb Ince, Ryan Kennedy, Mitchell Henson, the starting 5 for the head coach of the Lindsay Leopards. That is David Davidson. He's assisted by Joe Foster and Will Kaufman. Greg Perry, Glenn Shoemake here courtside. J.D. Scruggs, Andrew, ESPN Lion. upstairs, and Brianna Miller back at our studios, manning the airwaves of KBLP FM 105.1.
Paige Sutherland.
So Kennedy and Davion Hill will step to the center circle. And just the quickness of Ryan Kennedy. He didn't give Davion a chance to get off the ground.
No, he didn't.
Leopards will control it. Bryson right wing. Comes back to the right elbow. Ince looking underneath at Kennedy. Rodriguez actually paired up with Kennedy underneath. Now he'll pick him up on the wing underneath. Jaden Watts, a little strong with the putback. And rebound. That hit the bottom of the backboard.
Yeah, I thought it hit the back.
I did too. That would have been out of bounds. And Garcia for three at the other end. No, rebound pulled down by Bryson Watts. So Henson will bring it up, picked up by Freeman. His last name is hyphenated as Adkins Freeman. Forgive me if I just call him Freeman. Kennedy on the handle, top of the key, comes to Ince right wing. Back up top to Henson. Kennedy pops out right wing. 3-ball from Ryan. On the way and good.
Great start. Good to see Ryan hitting that first shot from outside.
And there is a turnover. Freeman intended for Vic, threw it wide left. The Leopards will get it back off the turnover with the 3-point lead. Henson nearly had it stolen away by Freeman. Gets away from him, gets to the right wing, down the baseline, and then lost it out of bounds. Good defense from Garcia, knocks it loose, but out of bounds.
Yeah, Adkins Freeman is a phenomenal player. Defensively and offensively, he's the player to watch on Crooked Oak.
Jaden gets it into Henson off the inbounds, right back inside. Jaden turns around against the double team. High off the glass and in for Jaden Watts. 5-0 lead here early for the Leopards. Garcia brings it up, picked up by Caleb Ince. Gets it over to Hill. Kennedy out on him. Hill looks to drive, goes right, sends it over into the corner to Vic. Vic to the high post. Ince tips the pass, but right into the hands of Rodriguez. Garcia again trying to get around everybody. Into the lane. Circus shot doesn't drop. Jaden Watts with the miss for the Leopards.
Yeah, we like the fact that Garcia, they're calling an offensive foul on Mitchell Henson.
Yeah, Freeman is absolutely hounding Henson full court with the basketball. And that time, Mitchell, a little bit of a push off the elbow there, and they're going to call the foul on him. Has to be the first foul of the game. So with 6:05 left to go here in the first quarter, Leopards with a 5-point lead. Garcia got past Ince, takes it to the baseline, flips it to Rodriguez, back out to Freeman. His three on the way, no. Kennedy with the offside rebound. And he'll push it up the floor. Picked up by Rodriguez, top of the key. And Rodriguez pushes him, and they're going to call him the push before Kennedy can get to the rack.
Rodriguez, you do not want to get out there and pressure him because he can handle the ball and he'll take you to the hole.
Rodriguez, first personal, first team foul. And on the drive means no free throws. Into the game for Crooked Oak, number 121, Rory Moss, the 6'2 junior.
We like this. They go shorter to cover Ryan Kennedy. So I really thought they put Hill on Kennedy.
I thought so too. Watts. Ince, three-pointer. Count it! Caleb Ince for three. And the Leopards have started on an 8-0 run. 5:20 left here in the first. Freeman over to Garcia. Back to Hill. Picked up by Kennedy, top of the key. Hill drives left side of the lane. Can't get it to drop. Rebound tips and still loose on the floor. And they're going to say Hill the last to touch it. The Leopards will get it back with that 8-point lead. And they're just going to let Watts bring the ball up the floor. If they're going to hound Henson, now they're going to look to come trap. Jaden backs up, sends it over to Henson. Skip it over to Bryson right side. He'll take it to the baseline. Good defense from Garcia. Henson to the free throw line, over to Ince in the corner left side. He'll get it inside to Kennedy, turns around, sends it over to the right side for a wide open three from Bryson Watts that's off the mark. There's all kinds of contact as Caleb Ince came up with the miss, and he's fouled on his putback attempt. And the foul goes on number 21. That is Moss, his first, team's second. Two free throws coming up for Caleb Ince. First free throws of the game for either team, and Caleb cannot get the roll on that one. Second one from Caleb on the way. That one's perfect. He's got 4 of the Leopardettes' 9 points as they've got a 9-0 lead.
Leopard,
thank you. Long three from Freeman off the mark. Kennedy with the miss for the Leopards.
Yeah, Freeman will shoot it from that L out here at half court. He's got phenomenal range and a green light.
Henson over to Bryson as they look to spread the floor right here. Crooked Oaks, they've gone to a zone now. Jaden to the baseline, times it back out, and Freeman tips the ball loose. He's on a 1-on-2 break. And we'll get Watts with the foul and make Freeman earn them from the free throw line. As Bryson will pick up his first. Coach Chase McCaskill having a visit with the official as Freeman goes to the line to shoot 2, and that one is up and good. First point of the game for Crooked Oak comes with 4:07 left to go here in the first quarter. So they played nearly half of the first quarter before they ever got on the board, and he'll get them both to go. Makes it 9-2, Leopards with a 7-point lead. Full court pressure here. Henson to Kennedy. All the way down the floor to Ince. Ince trapped, gets it to Jaden. Jaden from the left corner for 3, no. And good job, Bryson. Tips it, saves it inbounds, but right to a Garcia who's headed the other way and missed the shot. Davion Hill can't get the putback to go, saves his own miss. Garcia right corner, they'll set it back up. Henson with the steal. The layup at the other end.
Great job, Mitchell Henson.
11-2 Leopards, 3:25 left in the first. Moss comes to set the screen for Freeman, goes baseline, comes back up top. Garcia a long 3, that's good. 11-5, Leopard lead to 6. 3:10 left here in the first. Henson to the high post. Jaden over to Caleb Ince, 3-pointer right wing, too strong. Rebound tracked down by Vic, and he fell, and they're going to call a timeout to save the possession. 3 minutes exactly left to go in the first. 11-5, Leopards with a 6-point lead. We're back after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
You're live.
3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The Leopards have a 6-point lead, 11-5. They raced out to a 9-0 start. And Crooked Oak, through a couple of free throws and a big 3-point basket from Elijah Garcia, have pulled it back within 6. And Crooked Oak will have the ball coming out of the timeout as Freeman will bring it up. Leopards stay in this man defense. Tries to get around Henson, sends it to Hill in the corner. Hill back up top. Vic into the corner. Gets it back. Comes back up top to Garcia. The 25, Felipe Bertrand checked in during that timeout for the Roughnecks. Freeman turns down to 3, gets to the right elbow. Shot won't drop. Rebound, Hill. And he's on the end line out of bounds. And so turnover right back to the Leopards. 2:29 left here in the first. Leopards basketball as Henson will bring it up. Crooked Oak has backed out of that full court pressure. But Vic will pick up Henson at the free throw line is Jaden Watts, who says, you're going to leave me that open, I'll just drop it in. 13-5. Garcia gets deep, picks up his dribble. Vic around the screen. 3-ball left corner pocket won't go. Garcia got Henson in the air, drives the baseline. Hey, Caleb Ince bats it into the student section.
Yep.
Much to their enjoyment. They'll lob it to Vic off the inbounds up top. Hill drives down, turns around, steps through, puts it up, can't get it to drop, but Freeman is there for the rebound and the putback. And they're going to warn Davion Hill he cannot touch the ball after it goes through the basket.
Yeah, that's a team warning the first time you do that. It's delay a game warning, and then after that, it's a technical.
Ince gets it to Bryson Watts, takes it all the way down, lays it off the glass and in. They break the press and get the easy one. 15-7. Leopards back by 8. Long three from Freeman doesn't go. He didn't get him blocked out. Ince with another rejection. Loose ball on the floor, and jump ball called, and it is Crooked Oak with the possession arrow. Bertrand will check out, and Jalen McDonald, the 6'2" junior, checks in for Crooked Oak. So Garcia to trigger it on the baseline. They'll lob it inside. McDonald sends it back out to Garcia. He'll work up to the right wing. Tries to get around Bryson Watts to give it off for Hill. Back over to McDonald. Back out into the corner. Vic for three. Doesn't drop. Or yes, it does. Wow. Off the rim 2 or 3 times, and Vic gets a three. 15-10. 5-point Leopard lead. They trap Henson. Got it across to Jaden. Jaden Watts down to Caleb Ince. Caleb up off the glass and in. 6 in the game for Caleb. Leopard lead back to 7. Freeman quickly the other way, down the baseline. Pass is tipped, but it hits the backboard. Last touched by the Leopards. It will be Crooked Oak basketball. Garcia out to Freeman. Henson stays with him as he works toward the top of the key. Gets to the elbow, sends it out into the corner. Vic for three again. That one also goes in. Kedrick Vic with 2 threes makes it a 4-point game. 17-13, 30 seconds left. Ince picked up by Freeman, nearly lost it. Here comes the trap, got it out to Henson. No, it's knocked loose. Henson comes up with it. And then we're going to get a reach in on Vic as Kedrick Vic picks up his first, team's third. 19.2 seconds left here in the first quarter, 4-point Leopard lead. Henson in the backcourt with 18 on the clock. They'll look for a final shot here. Across the timeline. Gets to 10. Freeman on the defense. Goes to Bryson right wing. They'll screen. Had Henson at the free throw line. Jumper on the way. Off the mark. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Caleb Ince at 1.1 seconds. Crooked Oak with the basketball. And the Leopards will pick him up full court to make sure they don't get an easy one here. Freeman will not even get a shot off. And the Leopards will go to the end of one with a 4-point lead. 17-13. Lindsay on top of the Crooked Oak Roughnecks, excuse me. We're back after this. JD, it's all your fault. Leopard basketball brought to you by the First National Bank in Lindsay here on KBLPlive.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
5-4. 17-13, Leopards by 4, and they'll have the ball to start the second quarter. Same 5 on the floor for the Leopards. As Henson will give it to Bryson Watts in the backcourt. Garcia picks him up there. Brings it across the timeline, works to the wing, gets it to Ince out between the circles, over to Henson, lob down underneath Kennedy. Kennedy turns around, goes inside, sends it over to Bryson for 3, no. But Caleb Ince with an offensive board. Bryson back to Kennedy. Henson down the baseline, off the glass. A lot of contact there that doesn't get called. Davion Hill with the miss. Freeman, a NBA and beyond 3 as well, short. And Caleb Ince with another rebound. They need to get that ball inside to Kennedy. They finally do. He's got McDonald on him in there. Kennedy left it short, though. Garcia comes away with the miss. He will push it the other way. Watch the defense. Kennedy slaps the backboard, but it'll go in anyway for Garcia. Makes it a 2-point game, 17-15. Ince left corner. Hill out on him. Gets around Hill, lobs underneath for Kennedy. Had it stripped. Got it back. Now we're going to have a jump ball called, and the possession arrow is going to send it right back to Crooked Oak. Just a second turnover on the Leopards. And the Leopards have not been able to get Ryan Kennedy involved in this offense yet. They're going to need him.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially without Hill covering him, you know, you really got to take advantage of that.
Garcia has Bryson Watts on him. Now Jaden picks him up off the switch. Hill in the right corner. Gets to the elbow. Sends it over left side for Vic. 3 ball on the way. It's short. Bryson Watts ahead to Caleb Ince. Caleb absolutely mugged by Davion Hill going up for the block. And Hill picks up his first personal. Caleb Ince heads to the free throw line for the second time tonight. 1 for 2 his last trip. They're trying to keep the Leopards up here. They're up 2 currently at 17-15, and now make it 18-15 as Caleb drops that one in. He's got 7 in the ball game now. And that one won't drop. Hill with the miss. Here comes Vic with a full head of steam and lost it going out of bounds. 5th turnover on Crooked Oak. And Kennedy races to the other end to throw the ball in. Now Henson will step out.
Hurry.
Full court pressure. Kennedy all the way to Ince. Get pass over to Bryson. Drives baseline, sends it back over to Kennedy left side. Jaden gets it back out to Henson. Will reset it up. Ince right wing. Goes back up top to Bryson. Left side, Kennedy. Underneath, Jaden. Turns around, over Hill, but can't get it to drop. McDonald comes away with the rebound. Here comes Freeman. Sends it out to Hill. Hill takes it to Kennedy in the lane, and he hesitated and traveled with it. So Leopards hanging on to a 3-point lead as McDonald is going to check out. Number 23, Emmanuel Gomez, the 5'9" sophomore, will replace him. Again, full court pressure here. Henson gets it across to Bryson. Bryson all the way down, goes across to Ince, sends it back up top to Kennedy. Sends it over to Jaden. Jaden gets around Vic, comes to Ince. 3 ball from Caleb on the way. That's good! Caleb Ince, second 3 of the game. Puts the Leopard lead back up to 6.
Yeah, first basket this quarter, and we needed that. That was a big one.
Freeman flips it to Vic, to Garcia. They're running the weave up top. Freeman gets it back. Hands it back to Vic. Nearly lost it. Freeman ended up with it. Tries baseline. Cuts him off. Got Ince in the air, and he traveled with it. 7 turnovers now on Crooked Oak. Coach McCaskill arguing that was not a travel. In for the Leopards, number 24, Andon Register. The 6'3 senior is Jaden Watts. Will get a breather. Kennedy inbounds to Henson. Across to Register. Gives it to Ince. Ince works it back up top so they can reset up. Ince over to Register left wing. Register back up top to Bryson. Bryson Watts on the handle, comes over to Henson, high on his right side, lob to the right elbow for Kennedy. Turns around on Hill and drops it in. 23-15. Leopards have gone on a 6-0 run to push it back to an 8-point lead. They leave Garcia alone, missed the 3. Ince tips the rebound, and Henson comes up with it. Double team to the backcourt. Leopards have got numbers. Give it to Ince, baseline jumper, up and in. Leopards have double-digit lead, 25-15, timeout Crooked Oak. 3:51 left in the half. We'll take it with them and come back to Leopard Arena after this. Leopard basketball is being presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
You're live.
So the Leopards have gone on a 8-0 run to make this a 10-point lead, 25-15, Lindsay on top. 3:51 left to go here in the first half. It will be Crooked Oak basketball out of the timeout. Garcia will inbound in the backcourt. Freeman will bring it up. Rodriguez sets the screen. Freeman picked up by Register. Goes to Vic in the corner. He'll work back toward the top of the key. Hand to Garcia. Cannot get away from Ince. Gets down the lane. Comes back up top to Freeman. Register on him. Does a good job of cutting off his drive. Left it down low. Got to Hill down the baseline, and he'll get an and one. Leopards did a great job up top, and they ended up getting Rodriguez to get it over to Davion Hill, who got the basket in the and one opportunity. With the foul on Ryan Kennedy, his first, team second. And Hill does not get the free throw to drop. Bryson up top to Henson. Register gets it top of the key. Henson will come back and get it.
We got a mismatch on Ryan Kennedy.
Yeah.
I think I'd post him up.
Yeah, Henson can't get that one to drop, and out quickly is Freeman. And he'll get the layup. That's the problem, is you cannot allow them to get that basket underneath or that rebound and not get somebody back. Henson. Ince down to Register. He saw Hill and he adjusted his shot. I think if he'd have stayed with it, he'd have been all right, but ends up coming back and picking up the foul, trying to get the ball back. Just his first, 4th team foul. And Register will check back out. Jaden Watts is back in. Freeman on the handle, top of the key. Goes left, backs up, goes right, takes Henson to the baseline, and Henson will draw the contact and the foul. That'll be Mitch's second. And that'll send Tamir Adkins Freeman to the free throw line. He was 2 for 2 his first trip. He's got 6 points in the ball game. With the Leopards with a 6-point lead, 2:32 left to go. Let's see if Freeman can cut into that 6-point lead, and he does. That one's perfect.
Yeah, he's an outstanding free throw shooter.
And Freeman's second one on the way is short, and I think we're going to get a push off.
Jinxed him.
They're going to say that Davion Hill shoved off under.
No.
Oh, they're calling Ince. So Caleb Ince picks up his first on the rebound. Garcia underneath the inbound. Lobs it to Freeman on the wing left side. Picked up by Henson. Backdoor cut and got the layup. Jaden Watts didn't realize he was coming.
He is so smooth, I tell you what.
Cuts the lead to 3. Bryson Watts down the baseline. Floater up too strong. Hill with the miss. Here comes Freeman. 1 on 3. Ince slows him down, but not enough. He'll get the basket anyway.
You got to make them run their offense.
1 point Leopard lead, 2 minutes left in the first half. Jaden Watts brings it up on Vic. Right side Henson. And Hill nearly stole it away. It'll be knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Leopards. Ince to inbounds. Henson gets it right wing. Brings it back up top. Goes to Bryson. Over to Kennedy left wing. He'll pull it back out. They'll go to trap, go to Bryson, to Ince left elbow. Up top, Jaden, right side, Henson. Back to Jaden. And again, contact there, and the foul will be the 5th team foul, but it'll go on number 5. That is Kedrick Vick's 2nd personal. Again, no free throws yet. Minute 26 left in the half. Ince to inbound in front of the Crooked Oak bench. Gives it to Jaden down the baseline. Has to pull it back out. Kennedy between the circles. Bryson left wing. Gets a bump from Garcia. Garcia's first is the 6th team foul. So Leopards can get one more here for the final minute 19. They'll be in the bonus.
Yeah, racking up some fouls on these guys. That could benefit us definitely in the second half.
So Kennedy the inbounds. Bryson comes to get it, goes right back to Kennedy. Henson out near the half line. Freeman all over him. Comes back to Ince, right corner. They'll come to trap him. Needs some help. Nobody to help him. Finally gets it to Jaden. Jaden over to Henson. 1 minute left. Ince at the free throw line. Jumper too strong. Rodriguez with the miss. Here comes Hill. Spin move in the lane, and he ran over Caleb Ince. Great job. And Davion Hill now has 2 personals on him. And 17 foul, even though that's player control, we won't shoot free throws here. Jaden across the timeline. Here comes Freeman with the trap. And turnover Leopards. And we go the other way. There'll be a foul. Caleb Ince wanted a jump ball, but they're going to call him for the foul instead, and that'll be number 2 on Caleb. 7th team foul, so this will be a 1-and-1 unless, yeah, they're doing a 1-and-1 for Elijah Garcia, his first trip to the line, but he drops that one in. Hill and Vick are both going to check out. Gomez is back in the ballgame along with McDonald. Garcia goes 2 for 2 at the line. And that's the first lead of the game for Crooked Oak. Leopards with the basketball down by 1 now. Ince gets away from Garcia, sends it over to Bryson, back up top to Henson. They go to 10. Now we go into action. Ince splits a double team. Kennedy, 3-ball, left corner. Yes! Ryan Kennedy's second 3 of the game. And Freeman from, look at this, from midcourt at the buzzer. They'll count it. What a shot from Freeman to give Crooked Oak a 1-point lead at halftime, 29-28. Crooked Oak on top. So we'll send it upstairs. JD's got some messages from our sponsors. We'll be back with halftime stats and more coming up after this. The First Extra Bank halftime show coming up after this timeout on your sports leader, KBL.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office. S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
You're live.
Back here at halftime, the Lindsay Leopards down by 1, 29-28 here at halftime. They had a 4-point lead at the end of one at 17-13. They raced out to a 9-0 run to start the game, and then Crooked Oak kind of started to climb back in this thing, and it's been nip and tuck ever since. The Leopards gave up the lead for the first time with just 35 seconds left before halftime. It was 26-25 Crooked Oak, a big 3-point basket from Ryan Kennedy that we thought would be the last basket of the first half, made it a 28-26 game, and then Freeman says, no, I think I can do it from half court, and he does. Makes it 29-28 Crooked Oak. Freeman ends up that first half with 14 points in the ball game, 7 from Elijah Garcia, 2 threes for 6 points from Kedrick Vick, and then 2 from Davion Hill. And that's the scoring for Crooked Oak, who went 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Leopards are led by Caleb Ince. He's in double figures with 12. He's got 2 threes in the game. 8 from Ryan Kennedy. He's also got a couple of threes in this first half. Then 4 from Jaden Watts and 2 apiece from Bryson Watts and Mitchell Henson. The Leopards just 2 of 4 from the free throw line. All 4 of those were shot by Caleb Ince. Leopards are -1 on the glass at 11-10 on the rebounds, but Leopards with 4 turnovers and Crooked Oak with 7. We'll send it over to Glenn and see what he's got.
Yeah, even shooting performance from both teams, really. The difference is Crooked Oak is 5 for 7 from the free throw line, and Lindsay is only 2 for 4. And that is the 1-point difference because the Leopards actually were 11 for 24 from the field for 46%, and Crooked Oak was 10 for 24 for 42%. So very evenly played game, well-played game on both sides. The kind of game you would expect when you have two quality opponents. I've done a lot of coaching in my time, and I tell you, both of these look like, if they're not state tournament teams, they're definitely state tournament contenders.
Well, I think I have to agree. Again, I mean, when you look at the fact Crooked Oak comes in with only one loss on the season, ranked number 5 in the state. The Leopards come in with just one loss on the season, ranked number 11. And they're playing a game this close and back and forth. I agree. I think you got a couple of teams that you're probably going to see come end of February, March, playing in the state tournament. So we'll see how that shakes out here in the second half and see if the Leopards can climb back in this one. So we'll send it back up to JD. We'll take a timeout here, and we'll get ready to start the third quarter. The Leopards will have the ball when we start the third coming up after this. This has been the First National Bank Halftime Show from the Charles K. Hately Classic for 2023, Day 2 here at Leopard Arena in Lindsay, and it's presented by the First National Bank on KBLPlive.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Back here to get the third quarter underway. Before we do, in case you missed it earlier, the Leopardettes had a valiant effort against the Comanche Lady Indians earlier, but came up short, and they will play the third place game here tomorrow afternoon, 2:40 p.m. here at Leopard Arena. So they'll take on the Plainview Lady Indians for third place.
Same time, but here. Correct?
But it will be here at Leopard Arena, yes.
2:40.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
2:40.
So Leopards will have the ball. Kennedy, Henson, Jaden Bryson, and Caleb Ince on the floor to get this one underway. Ince has it left wing. Left elbow is Jaden Watts. And we're going to foul on Garcia, trying to get the ball away from Ryan Kennedy. And what I was wanting to try to get to at halftime and didn't, Glenn, because I sent it back for break too soon. But we got to get Ryan Kennedy involved inside.
Absolutely. He's got a couple of threes outside, but we got to get him working on that block.
Bryson down the baseline. Garcia on the defense. Great job. Bryson Watts just couldn't get it to drop. And Rodriguez comes away with a miss and quickly the other way. Crooked Oak in transition. Nearly got an easy one. Rodriguez comes away. Kennedy with the rejection. And now Kennedy comes away with it. Wow. There's a whole lot of stuff going on down there. Leopards have it on their end of the floor. Still down by 1. Henson over to Jaden. Bryson left wing. Back up top. Ince over to Henson. Back to Jaden right side. Kennedy underneath. Turns around. Double team. Puts it up. Draws contact. And if they get Davion Hill, that's his third. And they did. So Hill picks up his third, second team foul of the half. But it'll put Kennedy at the free throw line. You can see Coach McCaskill staring at the scoreboard going, do I take him out or do I not? Kennedy at the line, calmly drains the first one. He ties the game at 29.
He's going to leave him in.
And Kennedy hits them both. He's in double figures with 10. Leopards up by 1, 30-29. Freeman to Vic, left corner. Back to Freeman, down the baseline, hangs in the air, can't get it to drop. Kennedy comes away with it. Vic racing him down the floor. And then has the ball knocked loose. Kennedy comes back up with it and takes it up and puts it in. 32-29, Leopards back by 3. And there is foul number 4 on Hill as Kennedy did a great job of standing his ground. And Hill picks up his 4th. And we're going to have a timeout called by Crooked Oak.
Good job, Ryan.
6:32 left to go. Crooked Oak with a timeout. Coach McCaskill wants to talk to officials during this timeout. And we're going to send it back to JD. Some more responses. We're back with more right after this on KBLP.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
You're live.
So Coach McCaskill's leaving Hill in the game with 4 personals on him. Now he'll send somebody to the bench to sub in for him.
You can't sub in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to
play. So
until the next dead ball.
I think what you do is you find whoever Davion Hill's guarding.
Yeah, go right at him.
Go right at him. He's got 4.
Yep.
Kennedy gets it back. He'll bring it up the floor. Hand off to Henson as he crosses the timeline. Leopards with a 3-point lead in the basketball. Ince now gets to Kennedy in the lane. Out to Henson. 3-ball right corner. No. Jaden Watts with the offensive board, though. Sends it to Henson. Back up to Ince. His 3 on the way, and it's good. Caleb Ince's 3rd 3 of the game. The Leopards are back to a 6-point lead. Freeman out in the corner, and now we're going to get Kennedy to pick up the foul on Hill. And that's number 2 on Kennedy. Just the first team foul here in the second half on the Leopards. Now they'll get Hill out of the game, and Rory Moss returns for the Roughnecks. Freeman off the inbounds, picked up by Henson. To the free throw line. Backs up, gets a screen from Rodriguez. Step back 3 on the way, skips across, no. Kennedy with the rebound. Ryan's 5th board. Bryson, right side. Ince doing everything he can to get away from Vic. Comes up top to Jaden. Henson right wing, comes back up top. Bryson over to Jaden, down low, Kennedy. Turns around, puts it up, left it short. Garcia the miss. He'll come the other way. Pushes down to the baseline left side, under the basket, goes over to Vic. His 3 on the way, no. Ryan Kennedy a 6th rebound. Outlet for Henson. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left here in the third. Leopards have got the ball in a 6-point lead. Moss on Henson. Bryson, the backdoor cut, gets around Garcia. The floater in the lane, up and good for Bryson Watts.
Nice move, nice little stutter step right there to get open. Floater in the lane, always works.
8-point Leopard lead, 4:45 left here in the third. Freeman blocked by Henson, out in head. Kennedy, the run out, 2-hand slam for Ryan Kennedy. 39-29. Leopards by 10. 4:25 left in the third. Freeman to Garcia. 3-ball on the way. It's good.
Well, that'll quiet the crowd.
Yeah, no kidding.
That kid's got ice in his veins.
39-32. Leopards by 7. Jaden pushes across the timeline into the lane. Sends it out to Bryson. 3-ball from Bryson on the way. All but go down. Ince the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, you know, Ince is just the consummate worker.
Garcia top of the key. Gets a screen from Rodriguez. Ince picks up Garcia now. They'll send it over to Vic right side. Kennedy's out on him. Works to the left side. Gives it up for Garcia. Behind Vic. Started to shoot the three. Turned it down. Garcia tries to drive on Ince. Can't get there. Comes back to Freeman. Freeman around the screen. Kennedy forces a tough shot and pulls down a rebound.
Freeman gets a lot of the accolades, but I tell you what, that Garcia kid, he's a ball player too. He's a big reason they're where they're at.
Jaden comes over to Henson left side. Leopards with the ball in a 9-point lead.
Give it to him. There you
Kennedy
go.
Underneath. Rodriguez knocks it out of bounds.
What do I always say?
Yeah. Bounce pass, post entry. Moss and Rodriguez checks out. McDonald is back in the game along with Bertrand.
Beltran hadn't been in today, has he?
Bertrand was in earlier for a
he?
short time. Jaden trying to get it in. Finally gets it to Caleb on the right wing. He's got Bertrand on him. Up top goes to Bryson. Over to Henson high on that right side. Kennedy blocking off McDonald underneath. They clear out. Henson up off the glass and in. 43-32 Leopards by 11. Freeman, top of the key with the basketball. Gives it up for Garcia. Vic off the weave. Stops, comes back, tries to steal back down. Caleb Ince, good job. Rebound tipped, though, by Kennedy. Goes out. Garcia's three won't go. Jaden Watts will clear that one. 2:25 left here in the third. Ince left one.
Give it to him.
Kennedy
Give it to him.
underneath.
Dadgummit. Oh.
Bryson gets around Freeman, leaves it for Henson right side, comes back up top to Ince. Now they get it to Kennedy in the lane, turns around, steps through, puts it up, and missed it. Vic with the rebound. Freeman the other way, got it.
Yeah, Freeman.
He is too good. 334, excuse me. Leopards by 9.
It's not a walk, it's a pivot.
And Kennedy can't get it to drop, but he'll get the foul. That'll go on McDonald. That's his first, team's third. Oh, excuse me, team's fourth. Ryan Kennedy back to the free throw line. He's got 14 points in the ball game now. He's got 6 in the quarter. A chance to take this back to a double-digit lead, but he can't get that one to drop. Ty Ferguson will check in for the first time for the Leopards, replaces Bryson Watts. Ferguson, the 5'7" senior. And McDonald is out, and Gomez is back in for the Roughnecks. Kennedy will get the second one to go. He does push it back to a 10-point Leopard lead. Freeman the other way, in a hurry, high off the glass, cannot get it to drop. And a lot of contact there. Because I thought Jaden pretty well had that free throw or that rebound secured and gets knocked out of bounds. They say Leopards the last to touch it. And Henson with the steal, but he can't ever come up with it enough. And they're going to say he double dribbled it. Nice hustle from Henson to come up with that steal. Student section doesn't like the call. Garcia gets it in the backcourt with 1:35 to go in the quarter. Down by 10. Hand off to Bertrand. Give it back to Freeman. Freeman tries to go baseline right side. Henson cuts him off. He'll get into the lane. Got Henson in the air. Sends it up to Bertrand. Free throw line jumper from Bertrand will drop though.
Whoa, he's come in gunning.
44-36. Leopard lead down to 8. A minute 10 left here in the third.
Usually you like to touch the ball a time or two before you shoot it. He just...
Henson. Underneath. No look pass to Caleb Inns, who got an easy one. Great job for Mitchell Henson. 46-36. Leopard lead back to 10. Garcia to Bertrand, top of the key. Underneath Freeman, right low post. Turns around on Henson. Jumper up and good. Tell you what, Tamir Adkins Freeman is the real deal.
Yes, he is.
46-38. Leopard lead at 8. Jaden splits the double team, fakes the pass, and then runs over Bertrand. That's a pretty easy call.
Yep.
Watts picks up the foul. That'll be his first personal. Second team foul. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Leopards still up by 8. Freeman will walk it across. Gets the screen from Gomez. Ince picks up Freeman. He'll drive into the lane, steps through a double team, puts it up and in.
I'm telling you, he can take over a game.
Yeah. 6 seconds left. Henson races to the other end, and a reach-in foul called. And Vic may have twisted an ankle there, but the foul called on, who did they call that on?
Who did they call that on?
Missed it. Ince off the inbound. Oh, everything but go down at the buzzer. But the Leopards will be hanging on to a 6-point lead, 46-40 at the end of 3. Stick around for the fourth quarter. You do not want to miss this one. We'll be back after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank on KBLPlive.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that .aebank.us are now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And you're on. So Roughneck basketball to start the fourth quarter. They trail by 6 to the Leopards, 46-40. Glenn, you said last night when we were going to play this team, this would have been a fun game to watch. It has been all of that and more.
Yeah, and Tamir Adkins Freeman trying to take over this game. He took 8 of their 16 or 15 shots there, or 16 shots in the third quarter. So he's definitely trying to take over this game.
So Freeman will bring it across. Rodriguez comes to set the screen. Freeman cuts into the lane, and we're going to get a foul before he can get to the glass. And Henson whistled for his third personal.
Easy, Mitch.
That is the third team foul of the half on the Leopards. So Freeman off the inbounds. Leopards weren't ready to get lucky. Freeman missed it. Ince with the rebound. He'll bring it across the timeline, left side. Vic comes to pick him up, comes up top to Henson. Back over to Henson. Oh, great high-low post there. Yeah. Jaden Watts to Ryan Kennedy for the easy one. Vic down the baseline. He says, I can do that too. And Kedrick Vic with the basket.
Yeah, we got to hustle back.
And then Vic will pick up the foul. That'll be number 4 on Kedrick Vic. Devion Hill has not been in the game until this fourth quarter, had 4 fouls on him. And, of course, he started the quarter there. So now you've got Vic and Hill both on the floor with 4 fouls. To the high post, Jaden Watts turns around, can't get it to drop, and Ince will pick up his third personal as Rodriguez had the rebound, but he tried to get it away from him, and that's the fourth team foul. Freeman brings it across. Leopards hanging on to a 6-point lead. Works on Jaden Watts. And watch Freeman. He loves to go back left. And I think that's what I need to try to force him to go right. I think he can probably go either way, but I think his favorite is to go that way. Vic up top to Garcia. Back over to Freeman on the right side. Step back three on the way. It's up and good for Freeman. His second three of the game makes it a one-possession game, 48-45. They'll come to trap Henson. Ince right side. Up top to Henson. High post Jaden Watts. Down low, Kennedy took the bump, missed the shot, and then we're going to get the foul and 2 free throws for Ryan Kennedy as Freeman picks up just his first personal. So Ryan Kennedy back to the free throw line. He'll get 2 this time. And Ryan's first one is up and good. Push the Leopard lead back up to 4. He's got 18 points in the ball game now, and that'll stay that way as he misses that one. Hill with the rebound. Quickly the other way, Garcia to Vic out in the corner left side, up to Freeman. Looks to drive in the lane, hangs, puts it up, and he'll get the and one. And they're going to say Henson scooted up under him, and Mitchell just picked up his 4th. Not a good pause for the Leopard fans to see Henson out there with 4, and Freeman will go to the free throw line for an and one. And a chance to cut this to a 1-point game. And he did.
Yeah, he's taken 3 of their 4 shots. I think I would be sending everybody in the house to cover number 1.
High post Jaden turns around, sends it down to Kennedy up underneath, can't get it to drop, got his own miss. That one will go in. And here comes Freeman the other way. Again, tough shot, can't get it to go. Bryson Watts the rebound, and they're going to call it jump ball. Leopard fans are not happy with that. The Leopards get the ball if they've got the possession arrow, so the result
I thought
is
they
the
had
same,
a lot of arm on that.
I agree. Full court press. Henson breaks it, gets it to Bryson. Kennedy out in the corner left side. Skip it all the way over to Ince. Back to Jaden, over to Henson. Ince has Hill on him. Henson. And there's number 2 on Freeman. And the 7th team foul, so Mitchell Henson heads to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Leopards are up by 3, 51-48. And that one, I think, hit every part of the rim before it falls through.
Yep.
Pushes the lead back to 4. Second one from Henson on the way, and that one's good. 53-48 Leopards. We've got 5:25 left in the ball game. Freeman in the backcourt, brings it across. Bryson picks him up top of the key, sends it left corner. Garcia got around Ince. Tough shot in the lane, won't drop. Ince with the rebound. Henson pushes it ahead, gets into the lane, sends it to Kennedy. Goes through, steps for a double team, lays it up and in. 55-48. Freeman. 3 ball on the way, and it's good.
I'm telling you what.
Timeout, Crooked Oak. 55-51, Leopard lead at 4, 4:51 left to go in the ball game. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. Leopard basketball is being presented by the First National Bank right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
You're live. 55-51, Leopards with a 4-point lead.
No foul, Mitchell.
As the Leopards have led this, other than giving up the lead right before half. Leopards have had the lead this whole ball game. That one brief little 30-second stint there that they didn't, but they're going to try to come out and pressure the Leopards now. Trying to trap the ball no matter where it's at. Ince underneath to Kennedy. Back up top, Bryson. Good job of saving that. And we're going to get a blocking foul. Should be a blocking foul called on Kedrick Vick. And if that is, that'll be his fifth.
Oh, yes.
So Vick will pick up his fifth personal foul out with 8 points in the ball game. 4:32 left to go. And again, Coach McCaskill having a discussion with the officials. And then we'll get number 21, Rory Moss, back into the ball game for Cricket Oak. Bryson Watts is at the free throw line. He has a 1-and-1 coming up. And the first one from Bryson is short. Jaden nearly came up with a rebound.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Freeman.
Downhill.
Quickly the other way. Garcia back to Freeman right wing. Kennedy out on him. Pushes him in the lane. Shut him off. Rodriguez back top of the key. Freeman, 3-ball left corner pocket. Doesn't go. And push off underneath.
Yeah.
As Rodriguez shoves Caleb Ince to the floor. Rodriguez is second personal. 10th team foul. This will be free throws for Caleb Ince.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Freeman's now taking 6 of their 8 shots this quarter, trying to take it over.
So now the officials are going to confer here before Freeman shoots his shots, free throws here.
I think they were wondering if that was intentional.
Yeah, that's a good question. 10th team foul, so this will be a double bonus for the Leopards, the final 4:15 here. Ince at the free throw line, steps up, calmly drops it in. Caleb Ince has 20 points in the ball game. Make it 21 as he gets them both. 57-51, Leopards with a 6-point lead. Freeman behind him to Hill. Hill slips, nearly falls down. Bryson Watts comes away with it. He trips and falls.
Yeah, he got tripped.
And the other way, Moss. And,
Man, that was clean.
That was
clean.
So they're going to call the foul on Jaden Watts, much to the dismay of just about every Leopard fan in the building. But they're going to put Moss at the free throw line. He'll get 2 here. Moss has not scored in the ball game. And he still hasn't, as that one will not go. Six-point Leopard lead, 3:59 left in the ball game. Moss's second one on the way. That one will go in. 57-52, Leopards with a 5-point lead. Freeman picks up Henson in the backcourt, knocks it out of bounds away from Mitchell. So Ince will bring it in now. He'll send it over to Bryson. Bryson will bring it across. Nope, he'll give it back to Henson. Again, they're going to come trapped. They'll give it to Caleb Ince in the corner. Gets around his man, comes to Bryson left wing. Back up top to Caleb, over to Mitchell. Henson sends it back in the corner to Henson. Has Rodriguez out on him, gets through the double team, loads it up underneath for a wide open Jaden Watts for the easy one. 59-52 Leopards. Freeman again drives the lane, runs over Caleb Ince.
Yeah.
Has to be an offensive foul.
Oh.
And now we're going to have a technical called on McCaskill.
Oh.
He's fixing to get
to
kicked
run.
out.
Watch it.
He's fixing to get run.
Yeah. That was the third personal on Freeman. And, of course, the technical on the coach. So, Caleb Ince will step up and shoot. So we should have 2 free throws for the foul.
No, it's an offensive foul, so no free throws for the foul.
So they'll shoot the 2 technicals and they'll get the ball back.
Right.
So Ince will go shoot 2 technical free throws. And he nails the front. 60-52, Leopards by 8. And make it 9. He got them both. 61-52. So into the ball game for Rodriguez will be Gomez, and in for Moss will be McDonald for the Roughnecks. Hence lobs it. Henson in the backcourt. Freeman chases him all the way down the floor. Henson gets away from him, sends it back out to Bryson. Over to Caleb. Ince bumps, nearly lost the ball. Gives it back over to Bryson. Bryson with Garcia on him. Backs back out. Gets the screen from Ince, sends it back to Henson. Henson double team. Timeout called by Coach David Davidson to save that one as Henson was in trouble there, and the Leopards will get a break. Under 3 to go. Lindsay with a 9-point lead on the 5th-ranked team in the state in Class 3A. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this. You're listening to Leopard Basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Limits Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
.258 left to go in the ball game. 9-point Leopard lead at 61-52. Leopards have the basketball.
Give it to him.
Hintz is going to give it to Hinson in the backcourt. Hill will pick him up there. And again, they're going to look to probably trap here. They get it over to Bryson. Jaden drives the baseline, sends it back out top. Bryson back over to Hinson, back to Bryson. Skip it to Ince, who gets bumped and knocked by Freeman, who just picked up his 4th personal. And so Caleb Ince is fixing to go right back to the free throw line. This will be the 9th and 10th free throws of the night for Caleb. And he got it. 10-point Leopard lead, 2:39 left. I don't think it wouldn't feel comfortable if it's a 20-point lead.
No,
not with this team.
Not as long as number 1's out there.
Caleb got them both. He is 8 of 10 from the free throw line, and the Leopards with an 11-point lead. Freeman, top of the key, drives down, leaves it out in the corner for McDonald. Comes back to Garcia, top of the key. Drives the lane, sends it out in the corner. Hill for 3, skips across, no good. Kennedy, double-doubles, that's his 10th rebound. Henson will bring it up. Sends it to Ince on the right wing. McDonald on him. Henson gets it back. Gets away from Garcia, drives the lane, sends it out left side. Jaden will bring it back up. Double teamed. Steps through, gets it to Ince, over to Henson right side, and then traveled with it.
Yeah, he did. He took that step with his right foot and then drug his left foot before he took off dribbling. So that was definitely a travel.
So minute 58 left. Leopards with the 11-point lead still. And Freeman calls for the screen, gets around it, gets down to the baseline, dumps it out, sends it back up to Garcia. Who sends it out? McDonald comes back to Hill. He'll drive in, has it stripped, and Kennedy comes up with it. Nearly lost it, and he did. One turnover to the other.
Oh, there's the double dribble.
Yep, Freeman missed the layup, though, and then the rebound tipped around. Kennedy will come up with that one.
I'm ready for a replay.
Henson gets around a screen from Kennedy, gets into the lane, sends it to Jaden. Back out to Bryson. Back down to Jaden, who tried to split a double team there and got fouled en route. Jaden Watts will go to the free throw line. Crooked Oak foul on number 22, McDonald, his second. And Jaden Watts with 2 free throws coming up. 1:23 left in the ball game. Let's see if Jaden can add to that 11-point lead, and that one does everything but go in for him. Bertrand returns, and number 13, Mark Jackson, the 6'1 junior, checks in for the first time. McDonald is out, along with Gomez. Watts' second free throw. On the way, and good. Watts has 7 in the ball game. Leopards with a 12-point lead, 64-52. Freeman steps through the double team, lays it up and in.
Wow.
The man is just unreal.
Wow.
And Jaden Watts is fouled going the other way. And that'll go on number 13, Mark Jackson, who had just checked in.
Which I think is why he checked in.
Probably. We need somebody that can foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you do a lot of fouling there.
Watts missed his first, but he's hit the next 2. Takes it back to an 11-point Leopard lead. Jaden's second one on the way. That one's also good. He's got 9 in the ball game. Leopards up 12. Freeman out to Garcia. Step back 3 on the way. Everything but the finish. Caleb Watts had it, but had it knocked out of bounds by Mark Jackson, and the Leopards.
They gave it to.
They gave it. I'm not too sure about that one.
That
Freeman.
66-54 call.
There you go. Misses that layup. Bryson Watts comes away with it for the Leopards. He'll race the other way and circle back around, and Garcia will foul to stop the clock with 51 seconds left, and the Lindsay Leopards are going to come away with a huge win over the 5th-ranked Crooked Oak Roughnecks. And they don't get any easier because they're going to have to play a championship game tomorrow night against the number 1 team in 4A.
Yeah. Well.
Is that where, I believe that's what Bethany is?
No.
No.
No, but they are ranked. They're number 10.
Number 10 in 4A.
Yeah.
And Bryson drops the second one in, 67-54. 48 seconds left. Kennedy rejects the shot from Freeman, and then Freeman will pick up the foul.
That's got to be close to 5 on him.
It is number 5 on Freeman. So Mitchell Henson will go shoot free throws as we'll have a timeout called by Crooked Oak. With 45 seconds left on the clock, we'll keep it here for this one. As again, the Lindsay Leopards are going to end up putting their 12th win in the win column. And again, a big win over a very good Crooked Oak team. And again, Coach McCaskill is going to spend this timeout talking with the officials. The 67-54 Leopards by the 13 now, and they're fixing to shoot a couple more free throws.
Well, I've run out of room to put down Freeman's numbers, so I had to go outside the borders.
You're outside the box
yeah,
for Freeman,
2,
is that what you're telling me?
4, 6, 8, 10. He took 10 of their 14 shots in the fourth quarter. Wow. Made 4 of them.
So Mitchell Henson at the free throw line. His second trip there tonight, and he'll get a couple here. Mitchell's first one on the way, and it's good. 68-54. And Mitchell 4 for 4 at the line in this quarter. 15-point Leopard lead. Garcia out to Hill. Hill gets to the free throw line. Jumper up is short. Ryan Kennedy the miss. Out to Henson, who will lay it up at the other end. 71-54 Leopards, 30 seconds left. Garcia, long three, too strong, rebound tipped, and they'll get it back to Garcia. He'll send it out to Hill. Hill will drive down, lay it up off the glass and in. No contest on that shot. Yep. And we'll get a reach-in foul. Call a foul on Gomez as Henson will go back to shoot free throws with 8.2 on the clock. I think the Leopards were really thinking they were just going to hold the ball, not even do anything, and Gomez reached in for the foul. And Henson continues to be good at the line. In fact, he's perfect. 6 for 6 there. He's got 12-14 in the ball game. 73-56 Leopards. Hill a three at the buzzer that won't drop. And the rebound and the putback will count for Mark Jackson. But it is all Leopards. 73-58 the final score. The Lindsay Leopards defeat the Crooked Oak Roughnecks by 15 to move to the championship game, and that will be at 6:40 tomorrow night here at Leopard Arena. We're going to send it upstairs to JD, take a timeout. We'll get the final numbers for this one and set up our schedule for tomorrow. We'll be back right after this timeout on your sports leader, KBLP.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office. S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
And you're live.
Back to Leopard Arena to wrap up this one. The Lindsay Leopards pull off the win, 73-58. They defeat the Crooked Oak Roughnecks on Day 2 of the Charles Cahaly Classic. The Lindsay Leopards will be playing for the championship against Bethany. We'll tell you more about that coming up in just a minute. Looking at the final numbers for this one for Crooked Oak. And Tymier Adkins Freeman, he is the man. He had 30 points tonight. Had 14 in the first half, 16 second half, and had 3 threes in the game as well. They also had double figures from Elijah Garcia. He had a couple of threes in the game, finishes with 10. 8 points from Kedrick Vick before he fouled out with 4:32 left in the ball game. 4 points from Devion Hill, and then 2 apiece from Mark Jackson and Felipe Bertrand, a free throw from Rory Moss. And I think I am missing a free throw for one of the Crooked Oak guys because I'm a point off somewhere there. But I had them 5 of 7 from the free throw line. I'm obviously missing something somewhere. I did not have them 5 of 7. That was first half.
Yeah, I had 7 for 12.
7 for 12, okay.
Or 7 for 10. 7 for 10.
So then looking at the Lindsay Leopards, they have 3 in double figures, but Caleb Ince leads the way, 25 points tonight for Caleb, and he went 8 for 10 from the free throw line, including 6 for 6 in that fourth quarter. A couple of big technical free throws in there as well on that. But 25 for Ince tonight, 22 for Ryan Kennedy. Ince had 8 rebounds to go along with his 25. Ryan had 12 rebounds, 22 points tonight. Mitchell Henson also finishes with 10 points tonight. He was perfect at the free throw line, 6 for 6 as well. 9 points from Jaden Watts and 5 points from Bryson Watts rounds out the scoring for the Leopards. I had them 22 of 28 from the free throw line.
I had 22 for 29.
Well, that means I can't count, right? So then we'll send it over. Well, let me do this. We were actually +8 on the glass at 27-19, and then 8 turnovers for the Leopards, 11 turnovers for Crooked Oak.
Yep, and outscored Crooked Oak 18-11 there in the third quarter, 27-18 there in the fourth quarter. Exciting game coming down the stretch. And shooting-wise, Crooked Oak was 15 for 35 from two-point range, 7 for 24 from three-point range. We made 3 more twos than they did. They made 2 more threes than we did, but the free throw line was the difference. But they were forced to put us on the free throw line, and the Leopards did a great job, 22 for 29. They were only 7 for 10. We outscored them 15 points. That was the difference in the game. And so 37%, 22 for 59 from the floor for Crooked Oak. The Leopards, 18 for 33 from two-point range, way over 50% there. 5 for 12 from two-point range for a total of 23 for 45, or 51%. So that was the final numbers, 51%. That's more like what we're used to seeing the Leopards shoot.
Absolutely. Well, Glenn's going to give up his headset. We do have
Make sure he gets that mic close to his mouth.
The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards and David Davidson, that is, if Glenn can get the cords untangled enough to get the headset over there to him and get Coach Davidson on here. But, Coach, congratulations. That was a big win against a very good Crooked Oak team.
Yes, thank you very much. It was a big one. It was the biggest one we've had all season, and really proud of our guys the way they came out and played tonight.
What I think probably the most surprising thing was the fact that you really held Hill to not having anything inside. Freeman's a beast. I don't know. I'm not sure anybody can stop Adkins Freeman.
No, he's going to get his. He's going to get his, but I think I don't know if you noticed at the end of the game when he was trying to take it over for Crooked Oak, we put Ryan Kennedy on him. And that pretty much neutralized him because Ryan's probably a foot taller than him,
right.
and his long arms make it even that much more so. So, but yeah, we kind of throw out a little secret here. We throw out special defense tonight, and my dad taught it to me from years ago, and it's called a tandem and three. And there's not anybody that I've ever seen ever runs it, and it's essentially playing 3 players man-to-man in the other two in a zone to protect the penetration.
Well, it works.
So,
we talked about it last night that this was going to be a fun game to watch, and we were excited to see how the Leopards were going to come out. But, again, you take on the 5th-ranked team in 3A and beat them the way we did. And, of course, now it doesn't get any easier. You go play tomorrow night and play against Bethany.
No. And that's what I told our guys in the locker room after the game. Tonight you've sent – Class 3A a message that the Lindsay Leopards are for real.
Yeah, exactly.
And but the task doesn't get any more easy because tomorrow night's an even better team. But it's like I told them, this is great preparation for the playoffs because when you get in the playoffs, you beat a team and you're really excited about it and you're really happy. And the next night you got a team that's even better. And then the next night you got another team that's even better. Right. So this is great preparation for getting ready for the playoffs. I just wish we could have the playoffs next week instead of next month.
So we got 22-9 from Ryan Kennedy. We've kind of gotten used to that. But you got 25 points out of Caleb Ince tonight. The guy just went crazy tonight.
Well, he came to play. There's no doubt about it. He was laser focused and came to play. And he does a lot of little things that people don't notice. And but he's a huge part of this basketball team. And really glad that he had such a great night tonight and couldn't have done it without him. Well, it's a team effort because a lot of the things that we do, both offensively and defensively, if everybody doesn't do their jobs, it doesn't work.
Right.
And so really it was really a team effort and really proud of our guys tonight.
Well, congratulations, Coach, against you. You'll see tomorrow night in a championship game and see if we can't knock off a 4A Bethany then.
Well, we'll give it a whirl. Okay?
All right.
We'll give it a whirl.
Congratulations,
all right.
Coach.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Coach David Davidson for the Lindsay Leopards, and again, they pull off the big win tonight over Crooked Oak, 73-58, the final score in that ball game. And the Leopards will play Bethany tomorrow night. So we'll get you the schedule for tomorrow. The Leopardettes, in case you missed it earlier, really put up a valiant effort against Comanche tonight, but lost that one by 9, 34-25. The final score in that one, 15 points from Emily Stone on the night. And but just 5 apiece from Braylee Malacote and Cameron Perry, and that was all the scoring the Leopardettes could put together tonight, and it was just not caught enough. So schedule tomorrow is the Leopardettes will play the 2:40 game tomorrow here at Leopard Arena, and that will be against Plainview. That'll be the 3rd place game, and then the Lindsay Leopards will play the championship boys game. That'll be at 6:40 tomorrow night against Bethany here at Leopard Arena. So we will see you for both of those games here tomorrow night. If you want to check out some other good games, the other games that will be going on tomorrow, let's start on the consolation side. The 7th place girls game will be Crooked Oak and Dixon girls. Dixon kind of just imploded. The Leopardettes beat them yesterday, and then they played Pauls Valley today and just kind of fell apart, and they end up playing in the 7th place game against Crooked Oak. But that game will be over at, I'm assuming all these consolation, the 7th place games will be played over there.
Yes.
So that game will be at 12 o'clock over at the Hately Arena. Then Sulphur and Pauls Valley girls will play the consolation championship game here at noon. at Leopard Arena. Over on the boys' side, the 7th place game at 1:20 over at Haley Arena will be Dixon and Comanche boys. And then at 1:20 tomorrow here at Leopard Arena, the same time, that will be the Plainview and Sulphur boys playing for the consolation. We already mentioned the Leopardettes and Plainview girls for 3rd place at 2:40 here at Leopard Arena, immediately followed by Pauls Valley and Crooked Oak boys. They'll play for 3rd place here at Leopard Arena as well. And then, again, those 2 championship games, Bethany Comanche girls and Bethany and Lindsay boys back-to-back, 5:20 and 6:40 for that. So there's your lineup for tomorrow, and some good games in there. So if you want to come up and check out some of the competition here at the 2023 version of the Charles K. Haley Classic, that's what we'll have on tap for you. So, Glenn, I'm tired from watching that one.
Wore you out, huh?
It did. That was fun. But congratulations to the Lindsay Leopards, 12-1 on the season now, and they'll take on a top 10 ranked Bethany Broncos team tomorrow night. So with that, we're going to say goodnight. A big thank you again to J.D. Scruggs, to Andrew, ESPN Lion. Hey, if y'all have got some suggestions for nicknames for JD, send them our way.
Yeah. JD's commenting in our headphones.
Y'all can't hear JD. It's probably good. But, again, for Andrew, ESPN Lion, JD Scruggs, Glenn Shoemake, Brianna Miller back at our studios. My name's Greg Peary. We'll say goodnight from Leopard Arena. We'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon. We'll play in pregame somewhere probably around 2:15 or so as we get ready, or 2:30 as we get ready for that ball game between the Lindsay Leopardettes and the Plainview Lady Indians. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.